Guys, I'll tell you what. For the first time in a long time, I can truly say that I genuinely enjoyed the Super Bowl. For the first time in a while, there was no Brady, no Rodgers, no Mahomes, none of these repetitive guys that have reigned supreme for so long. We actually got a fresh matchup tonight, the Rams and Bengals, and it was generally a good match.
Very competitive. It wasn't exactly back and forth per se, but it was a very, very competitive Super Bowl for sure.
I enjoyed it. And that picture you see on the screen right there, that right there is what it's all about. It's the only thing that was pretty much blocking Aaron Donald's career. Not blocking, but that's the best word I can come up with right now.
Basically sealing his Hall of Fame legacy.
That was the only thing missing, is the better term.
Now he's finally got it. On the final play for the Bengals offense, Donald came up big. He came up clutch. He made sure Burrow could not get rid of the ball in time.
That is what it's all about. It's the only thing that was missing from Aaron Donald's Hall of Fame career. This might have been his last game, as it was reported by Rodney Harrison before the game. I don't know if that's true. Time will tell. We got a crazy offseason altogether for the NFL coming up. But this man, if he were to retire tomorrow, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. The ring was the last thing he needed. And boy, did he get it. He earned it. He wanted it.
And you could tell in the post-game interview he was very emotional, teary-eyed. He was emotionally happy that he finally got what he got, man. All the hard work and dedication with the Rams in his NFL career. Got to respect Aaron Donald.
He's not the only one. I feel so incredibly happy for all of L.A. Aaron Donald absolutely deserved it, but so did Matthew Stafford. Finally escaped the Lions' den. This just a year ago. Just 1 year ago. And a year later, he is a Super Bowl champion in his first year away from Detroit. Imagine that. Imagine that. And Cooper Kupp, who I personally thought should have won MVP this season. He won Super Bowl MVP, deservedly so. You could make argument for Donald, but for 2 weeks now, I was thinking Kupp was going to win MVP. He did.
Came up big for sure with that 1-yard touchdown to give the Rams the lead and the win, basically.
Kupp deserved it. His first Super Bowl appearance, he deserved it after a MVP caliber season. Think of Odell how you want. He did deserve this. You could tell by his emotion, and I ain't going to lie to you. Watching football, emotions run high with a lot of things. But when you see guys that deserve a moment like this, like we saw tonight, it hits you. It hit me. Like, I had the boo-boo lip face. I'm not going to lie to you. I felt genuinely happy for a lot of people. Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, Sean McVay is now the youngest head coach to win a Super Bowl, surpassing Mike Tomlin.
Can't forget about Jalen Ramsey, what he's done in his career, starting off with the Jags and being traded to the Rams, and all his hard work and dedication for the freaking Rams, and as well as Andrew Whitworth against his former team, the team that drafted him, the team that he was with for 11 seasons of his career.
At 40 years old.
Winning his first ring, and probably his only ring in his career against his former team.
Genuinely happy for all of LA. This was a great game, a great performance, and this is a team that truly deserved it. They went all in on a lot of guys. They traded a lot for Ramsey. They traded a lot for Stafford. They traded for Miller. They picked up Odell. They traded a lot for a lot of things to ultimately succeed for a Super Bowl. And that's what the goal was. And the cost was worth the price because they got what they wanted. They got what they traded everything for. And I got to feel incredibly happy for LA. However, we have to give props to Cincinnati.
I mean, who in the right mind thought that they would be the team facing any team in the Super Bowl?
I thought they would have been at least maybe third in the division at best. I did not think they'd win the division. I damn sure didn't think they'd win the conference. And they damn sure almost won the whole thing.
Who would have thought that they would have made the Super Bowl?
I'm sure it's gut-wrenching, but I would also imagine that seeing how far they've come, they have to be proud of the season they had.
A lot of the guys that they got, a lot of talent. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon. The guys they got on defense, Logan Wilson, Jesse Bates, Mike Hilton, Trey Hendrickson. They got a lot of young and great talent, man. Honestly, coming from a Steelers fan, the Bengals are a hell of a team, and they showed it this season. Even when they lost this game, they showed how competitive and how hard they fought for that Lombardi. And I truly expect the Bengals to remain competitive for years to come with how young they are. Was Zach Taylor more likely going to be extended as head coach for the Bengals?
I would imagine so.
I expect them to be extremely and very competitive and definitely an AFC contender for years to come.
As much as it pains me to see them reach the Super Bowl, I do have to give Cincinnati credit for the season they've had. No one anticipated this, and to see them go this far, it's still a hell of a season. They came short of a Super Bowl, but even to make it there, no one anticipated. I think that's a success in my book if I am looking at Cincinnati. But at the end of the day, fuck Cincinnati. And you still lost the fucking Super Bowl.
Props to you, Bengals, but screw you.
Hey, as a Steelers fan, I have to say it. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I just have to say it.
It's absolutely priceless to see the Bengals lose, no matter what.
Even though I was a Jamar Chase touchdown away from winning over $100 tonight, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I do, but I don't. Because the Rams won. And you know what? Seeing the emotion from Donald and Stafford and Odell and guys like that makes it all worthwhile.
And the Bengals losing is absolutely priceless.
But how did you guys enjoy the Super Bowl? That was a great Super Bowl, man. Honestly. I enjoyed it.
That was a very good one for sure.
One of the best Super Bowls I've watched in a long time. That's for sure. I was greatly excited for this game going in, and it did not disappoint. It truly did not. How's you guys' Super Bowl evening, man? What's good in the chat? Let's see what's going on, man. The Fiend says, yo, what's up, man? Let's go. No more Who Day. Laughing my ass off, says K Smooth. Yogi says, I'm low-key happy the Bengals lost. I know this made Juju night worthwhile. Oh, man. You already know. Saints Nola says, Twins, what's up? What's good, Saints, man? Lauren says, so glad the Bengals lost. Agreed. Anytime the Bengals lose, it's always a great, especially in the Super Bowl, which, again, no one anticipated, but still. As a football fan, it was fresh to see them in the game, but at the end of the day, it was like, fuck Cincinnati.
Of course. All the time. All the time.
Rad says, incredibly happy the Bengals lost. LOL. Chaz Treat said, good the Bengals lost. Thank God. Forget OBJ. A division rival was worst. Yeah. You know, it's crazy, man. When OBJ and the whole Cleveland Brown thing happened, I legitimately blamed both parties. I thought OBJ underwhelmed. I thought he wasn't there in a football aspect, but I also knew that the Browns weren't doing him any favors either. But OBJ left, went to the Rams, stepped up his game, got the first touchdown of the game.
It was a big crucial part on why the Rams got to where they are now, holding a Lombardi, celebrating.
After Robert Woods went down, so... You know, I gotta eat my own words, man. Odell shut me up, that's for sure. That is for sure. Bungle Street continues. Good for Stafford. He deserves it for being in Detroit for 12 years, says Michael O'Malley. Damn straight. Very happy for Stafford. Him, Kupp, and Donald specifically are the three guys I'm most happy for. Mm-hmm. They all deserve it. Sonny Steele says, what's up, bros? He's glad Rams won. Stay tuned, folks, for my first Steelers mock draft this offseason.
That should be interesting.
I'm looking forward to it, bro. Speaking of which, our first mock will be out Wednesday.
Yeah, this upcoming Wednesday, our first official Steelers mock draft. This Wednesday.
Not only that, but tomorrow, next video will be uploaded at some point tomorrow, probably around noonish tomorrow, and that will lead into our first mock. So you guys can look forward to that tomorrow for an upload. Yeah, apparently Aaron Donald, I don't know if he's actually retiring. I don't think he is. He's too young to retire. But
all I heard was he was contemplating it.
Rodney Harrison said it before the start of the game, during the pregame talk stuff they do.
So, he was questioned about it, but, he's just going to enjoy this moment for right now. We'll see. We'll see.
That defensive holding call on Wilson on the 3rd and goal was a horrible call. The refs blew that call and gave them the win. I mean, the refs were terrible on both parts, honestly. I mean, where the hell did all these flags come from at the end of the game? We saw 0 flags, from my memory, all game, but as soon as the 2-minute warning happens, flag.
Literally everywhere.
I didn't get it.
Let's not forget about the missed one they had on T. Higgins, too, on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, when T. Higgins got that touchdown.
Yeah.
That deep touchdown on Ramsey.
At the open of the second half.
So the Rams were terrible on both sides of the ball.
I agree. That call on Wilson, that was
clean from Wilson.
I didn't see any holding whatsoever. It didn't affect Kupp one bit. It didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, it just goes to show the referees are inconsistent or just god-awful.
Very. Fresh teams at the Super Bowl capped off a great season where no team ran away with anything wide open. Yeah, you're right, Alan. And that's the type of shit I like to see. No blowouts, no boring stuff. I want to see 2 fresh teams that deserve the matchup give us a good battle, and that's what we saw tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that the NFL, the AFC, the NFC are in good hands, man. It's going to be a new era coming up. A lot of fresh talent.
A lot of exciting matchups for sure.
Yeah. Was this game rigged? Because I'm starting to think it was. I didn't think it was rigged. I don't think it was rigged, Jack. I don't think it was rigged, TJ Black Gaming. I didn't see no rigging.
No, I don't feel like it was rigged. I really don't.
I didn't see nothing.
If it was rigged, Burrow would have won because they hype up Burrow so much on social media, honestly. I'm not saying that if Burrow won or the Bengals won in general that, yeah, it was rigged. Screw the Bengals. I'm not like that.
Right.
But if it were rigged, I think the Bengals would have won because of how much Burrow's being hyped up. Because Stafford didn't really get so much hype for the Super Bowl matchup. Not that I saw.
No. They were all about Joe Cool, Joe Burr. Yesterday, I got the carry tears. Today, I get Cincy Jungle tears. Wonder who's next, says GT Show. I don't know, man. I don't know, but you gotta love them tears, bro. Thoughts on halftime show? I thought it was a fantastic halftime show. That was phenomenal, man. I enjoyed it.
I didn't really watch it because I was busy trying to clean up and everything from all the food and drinks that we were having around the house.
Yeah.
With people coming in for the Super Bowl. So I didn't really watch it. I did see the Eminem part. That was great.
That was the part I was most looking forward to, was obviously M.
That was really good. But other than that, I didn't really see anybody else.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. Does this knock the Bengals back, or do they keep getting better if Burrow gets an O-line? Watch out. The Bengals can only get better from now.
I mean, after this matchup, they got to get a better O-line. 7 times he was sacked.
Yeah, but most of their guys on their team are on rookie contracts. Hilton will be back next year for them. So will Owuzie. Jesse Bates is going to be free agent, but I guarantee you they're going to keep him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Got a clutch interception.
Hendrickson is going to be with the team next year. I think DJ Reader will be as well. I mean, most of the guys they had this year, they're going to have back next year, only better. And they're going to only add. So the Bengals could very well be back in the next couple years.
Yeah. They're going to be a competitive team for sure. And when it comes to the Steelers versus Bengals, I'm actually glad that's going to be more competitive.
Yep.
Instead of, we own the Bengals, it's an automatic W.
No. Hopefully it's not the other way around.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's not the other way around. I hope not.
Sean445 says, I jinxed it, and I'm happy about that. Steeler saying Jedi says, what's up, Twins? Just happy this wasn't another Brady Mahomes Super Bowl. You're right. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I was genuinely excited for this game, man. I was just finally glad Brady and all them weren't in it. Rodgers, I would have been fine with because he hasn't made it since the last one he was in, which we're not going to talk about here. But Rodgers does deserve another one, but I'm just glad we got Stafford in there who deserved it, and a fresh team in the Bengals.
Yeah.
People said Marino and the Dolphins were going to go to a lot of Super Bowls, but they found out how hard it was and didn't even get back. So if the Bengals think it's a cakewalk and cigar smoking, I say hell no. That's a fair argument.
That is a fair argument. At the same time, it's a new era in the NFL.
It is. It really is. Steel Dick that says, let's go. That's right. Very happy for Stafford, says Singing Jedi, yeah. Ness says draft season. It is officially draft season. It is officially the offseason for the NFL, which actually hurts my feelings.
That means 5 months without any football action.
5.5 to 6 months without football.
Yeah.
That absolutely makes me want to just cry.
I get that. We do have the USFL coming up next month.
You're right.
Or in about 2 months, something like that.
You're right.
So we have some sort of football. How long that lasts, I don't know. Because the last 2 mini football leagues that were there, the AAF and the XFL, didn't last. So I don't know how this one will.
Yeah, and the USFL just seems rushed. So, but I'm still excited for it.
But hey, the offseason is here. It's time for free agent talks, draft talk, and see what these guys do when it comes to training camp time.
Yes, sir. Gorilla says, Twins glad Bengals lost because the refs blew pass interference call where Ramsey got his face mask pulled.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Here's a very nostalgic-driven halftime show. Gave me chills. Very nostalgic. Hit me in the childhood, that's for sure. Need another Q&A, please? I think we'll do another Q&A at some point soon. Maybe before or after the draft.
Well, hey, if you guys even want to ask us some questions here, that's fine.
Yeah, seriously. Which, by the way, we will be announcing the winner of the Troy Polamalu signed jersey, of course. It is eligible to those that join us for weekly predictions this year, so that will be announced very shortly. So if you were joined for the weekly predictions, stay tuned because the winner will be announced via a wheel randomator. A wheel of names, I suppose. OBJ replaces the Jordan crying meme. No one's ever going to replace the Jordan crying meme, but there's a lot of new memes created tonight. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, I'm sorry for convincing you with Van Jefferson. Yeah, I had Van Jefferson getting the first touchdown. I should have known it was Odell. The two guys I knew that were going to get touchdowns today was at least Cooper Kupp and Odell. And I bet both.
Well, let me ask you this. Was it your first thought?
Yeah.
Go with your first thought for now on.
Yeah,
Can't talk.
I know.
Go with your first thought.
But I also told myself, right? I told myself, man, this is Super Bowl. This is the one game of the year where a lot of other guys step up and they make names for themselves. We've seen it in many Super Bowls before. David Tyree, Malcolm Smith, Santonio Holmes, Chris Matthews,
James White.
There
was Corey Clement when the Eagles won it. There was I think what was his name, Damian Williams for the Chiefs.
Yeah, so there's many people that made names for themselves in the Super Bowl. I should have known it was T. Higgins. I've been high on T. Higgins since his second to last year in college.
Yeah.
Should have known he would have done something tonight. Hey, Desert Eagle, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Shout out to Desert Eagle, man. What's good, dog? All right, let's see. Their line was bad. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's as worse as ours, but yeah, it's bad. It's pretty bad.
And guys were getting freaking pushed back, tossed around. First half they did good. They actually did very well. Second half they literally fell apart. They could not hold their own.
That's what Donald's for, bro.
Not just Donald, but Von Miller, man. He was spinning around people, man. They were hungry.
Yeah, dude.
They were hungry. They wanted that Super Bowl, and they got it.
Let's see. Nice Toke says, overall good game. Hope you boys had a good weekend. Go Steelers. Definitely had a great weekend. Very fun, man. And to see the Rams cap it off just makes it even greater. And then tomorrow, back to reality. God, I hate life. We got the Penguins. I'll be fine for 3 months. That's true. That is true.
Penguins, did the Pens win today?
I think they did.
And I forgot to watch the game because I was too busy. Did the Penguins win? Because I think they faced the New Jersey Devils, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they won today. If I remember correctly, they did win 4-2.
Good shit. Good shit. Go Pens.
That's right. Where the hell are you guys from? Pennsylvania. Bang Bang Sisters game. Yeah, I mean, since I ain't got no NFL to bet on no more, I'm going to have to bet on, NHL, NBA. And I have no success.
No, you have yet to win anything.
I only won.
Then again, you bet too much.
I know. I do it like these 16.
The thing with you, and I've noticed this the past couple of weeks, you overdo it and you overthink it. Now, honestly, I think you should take a break from this because you do it almost every freaking big game that's coming up and you don't win anything and you get frustrated. So if I have to give something to you, it's either take a break or if you were to do it, go little by little and don't overthink it. Go with your first thought.
Copy.
I have no experience as a FanDuel gambler or whatever. I did gamble one thing. That was hoping that Odell Beckham, which he got the first touchdown, it was Tyler Boyd and Samaje Perine to get anytime touchdowns, and those two failed me.
Yeah, man.
I decided to give it one chance, and I'm done. One and done, literally.
Let's see what's up in the chat. Rick, for anyone who's blind with glasses, home Super Bowl team win again. This is the new normal. Unfortunately for my Steelers, no chance at a home Super Bowl. No, there'll never be a Pittsburgh Super Bowl.
No.
Never. I think they're going to stick with the indoor stadiums.
Not just indoor stadiums, but they're going to go to areas like Florida or wherever where it's nice weather.
Yeah, more so the big markets.
Yeah.
Like LA was a phenomenal market because obviously that's where big money's at.
And then we'll see one, I'm sure, in Las Vegas. We'll see one in Texas with AT&T Stadium.
Yep.
Probably go back to Raymond James Stadium sometime. You know, they're definitely going to do it to these big stadiums.
Yeah.
For sure.
OG Pressure says, who do you think the Steelers might get for a quarterback in free agency? I'm going to label down the 3 top names in my opinion. That's either Trubisky, Marcus Mariota, or Jacoby Brissett. That's who I truly think the Steelers might get a quarterback this year. Those top 3 names.
And we'll see for sure.
Yeah. Go with your first bet or just don't bet at all, says GT Show. That's exactly how I should follow.
Yeah.
Renegade Dre with a 199 Super Chat says, even when the Bengals win, they are still losers. That's Cincinnati for you.
That bad reputation always comes back to get them.
My, you gotta love it. I only say it's rigged because after the halftime ESPN show the score, it was the score as what the final score, but they deleted it. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. I didn't
even see anything on Twitter about that. Steelers winning next year? I don't know about that, dude. I don't know about that.
Nah, I think that's a long shot if I'm going to be honest. That might just be me.
I wonder if there's any Bengals fans in the chat. If there are, I want you guys to let us know, how are you feeling? Are you upset you lost? Are you proud of the season? I want to know. I truly want to know. If there's any Bengals fans in the live chat, let us know how you are feeling. If there's any Rams fans, let us know how you're feeling. I'm sure you're ecstatic. I would be, that's for sure. Let's see. Thank you, Rams, says Kodak655. John, the Pittsburgh nerd, says, what's up, SteelTwins? What's good, dude? By the way, please tell me you saw the MJF tweet. I did not. Which one? I could go on Twitter. MJF. I did. Which one now? Oh, Cam Hayward says, back to the lab. That's right.
Of course.
Jamar Chase says, damn. Yeah, you cost me a touchdown, motherfucker. Cost me $100. Okay, I'll shut up.
Can you stop worrying about your damn money? The Bengals lost.
Yeah, I know.
That's the biggest one in my book.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. See, man, I listen to you.
Just type in, come on, it's 3 letters.
All right, which MJF tweet are you talking about? I'm on his Twitter right now. LOL, shit, Cincinnati is still mid. Go eat more dollar store chili, you fucking dorks. Oh, gotta love MJF. Oh, you gotta fucking love it.
MJF is the fucking best heel in professional wrestling.
MJF's the go, bro.
He's awesome. He's fucking great.
Sid should get his 500th goal next game at home against the Flyers. That's Tuesday night, I think.
Yeah, it is. That's right.
In fact, fuck it. I'm going to bet on that game, and I'm going to say Sid gets 2 goals.
Now, that's a possibility.
I think, how fitting is that? He would get his 500th goal against the Flyers. You got to love it. Gotta love it. Did you guys hear about that Drake bet? Yeah, he bet on Odell, and he could have won like $1 million or something.
Are you serious?
I don't know the context of it, but I did hear something about him betting on Odell. Yo, Steelers fans, thank you. Rams, we respect. Where's it at? Rams, we respect. Yins, sorry, Bengals, great game. Says Birdie Fam. Yeah. That's how I feel, man. James Sly says, everyone gets a trophy. Yeah, the Bengals get a participation award. What about Jimmy G? You think Steelers pick up Jimmy G? I am not a fan of Jimmy G, dude. I don't want us to even think about him. I don't. Still Rick with a $5 super chat says, Rams win it all. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, man. How I'm feeling as Bengals fans, I feel anger and hatred against the Rams. You got to credit them, man. Come on. That's how I felt about the Packers. Like, I was pissed. But, I mean, looking back at it, I feel happy for the Packers. Somehow.
That was the jump start of A-Rod's tremendous Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
It really was.
And the next season, he'll win MVP. Let's see. Sad for the Bengals, but I'm happy about the season. We always have a chance next year, says Logan. I honestly think you guys will be back at some point soon. You guys are too young, too stacked, and still have a lot of guys coming back. So I think you guys will be back soon. Can only add, man. News alert for the city of Cincinnati. All schools and businesses will be open. Holiday canceled. Did they announce that?
Yes, it's true. they even mentioned it during the Super Bowl. Everything's closed.
No, he said we'll be open.
Oh, open. I thought. Oh, I must have missed that.
How hilarious is that?
I must have missed that.
If that's the case, how hilarious is that?
Wait, open. Well, no. Listen, man. No. You're going to say it's closed. You're going to make sure that shit closed. You really going to fucking give your own city the big bird?
They jinxed their own team by shutting everything down. They should have done this after the Super Bowl. That way, if they won it, they could have done it. All it takes is a simple text message. All it takes is a simple email. Hey, in honor of Cincinnati winning the Super Bowl, everyone's off tomorrow. Yippee! But no, let's do it a week in advance and jinx the team. I believe in that shit. I believe in jinxing. I believe in that.
I think regardless, after everything Cincinnati's been through, and them losing and everybody, adults and kids alike, staying up so late just to see their team lose, give them the day off.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
Ramon says, bet 500 on Rams. Let's go. Awesome, man. So that's a hell of a payday. I was thinking about betting like 100, 200 on Kupp to get MVP. But I was thinking, you know what? Aaron Donald might get it. You know, maybe Stafford.
I actually thought Stafford was going to get it.
If the Bengals win, maybe it's Jamar Chase. I should have stuck to my guns, man. I got to do that from now on.
Again, you overthink it. You overthink shit.
I know. But it's a Super Bowl.
I don't give a damn. It's Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, I know.
Although I thought Stafford was going to win it. I was certain he was going to get it, but then he threw those 2 interceptions. I'm like, yeah, there goes those hopes.
I just knew Cooper Kupp was going to get something, man. Birdie Fam says it was deserved. Matthew Stafford, 13 years of getting beat up, and then some. OBJ deserved it. The Rams deserved it with a season like that, but will they keep it up next year or fall like Philly did? Well, all the trading that they did, you know, this was a make-or-break type of deal here.
Oh, they had to make it this one. If they didn't make it this one, they probably were never going to get another chance again.
Because they don't have a first-round pick for another, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Till like 2023, 2024 or something like that? Like, they don't have a first-round pick for a long time. At least for the foreseeable future.
So with them gambling on Stafford and Lilly giving basically the whole house away for a ring.
For Ramsey, Stafford, Miller, they got Odell. I mean, they built the team massively, like a dream squad.
No, they literally built a super team. Usually super teams don't really work out for the most part, but this time around they accomplished it.
And they needed to. Otherwise, everything would have been a waste.
Next season, they for sure have to defend that title for sure. But hey, they had to get at least one to make this gamble worth it, and shit, they got it.
Under McVay, I think they'll remain competitive. I don't think they'll repeat, though. I don't. Let's see. Got to go after a vet quarterback. We can't waste what Cam has left. I agree. I wouldn't sign a big free agent guy. I wouldn't waste too much money on a big free agent guy. I think there's someone we can get cheap and still remain competitive. That's how I do it.
No, I agree.
I'm not trading or signing a Jimmy G or another one of these big free agent guys that could be out there. I'm just going after someone that has a reputation of leading their team to the playoffs and remaining competitive. Like a Mariota, like a Trubisky, someone who could benefit.
Or Bridgewater.
Or Bridgewater. Someone that could benefit around the team that's built.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could benefit from the team that's built around him.
Because, again, we got a lot of other positions that we got to focus on and look at as well.
Right.
Just as much as quarterback, in my opinion.
I agree. Let's see. GT Show says LA isn't coming back, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel the same. But I feel happy for them, man. They deserve it. This is the one time to do it, and they got it. Stafford's first year away. Gotta love it. Kodak655 says, thoughts on the halftime show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I really did. That was awesome, man. I don't know how they're going to top that next year. I don't know who they're going to do it, who they're going to have do it, but I enjoyed the hell out of it.
And we'll see.
Bet 5,000. Oh, my God. You did not. You bet $5,000 on the Bengals? Bro.
I'm sorry. Please tell me you're joking.
I hope you're joking. That'd be a bigger L than the Bengals tonight, dude. Owie. Great game, halftime show, and it was a great night. I had a hell of a night, man. 4 beers down.
4?
Yeah, 4 beers.
I only saw 2 in your hand.
It was gone before you fucking knew it.
Goddamn, bro, chill.
4. I'm not even buzzed, dude.
Okay.
So in between,
still, shit.
I was eating nachos and wings and cheesecake.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
I had electrolytes. I'm fine.
Well, I know that. Good for you, but I didn't see you drink 4. I barely had a drop.
It's the Super Bowl, man. I bought a whole 12-pack of Yingling, dude.
Well, good for you.
So I'm like, fuck it, you know. Let's see. Eli Apple catching heat on Twitter. McCall Hardman posted a picture of his ring and told Apple you might get one day. Hey, McCall ain't got too much to talk about, you know. I mean, he won a ring, but he also dropped it as soon as he opened the fucking package, which is very reminiscent of his career. He dropped shit.
Hey, no, he's got one though.
He's got one. Eli Apple.
He's got one. Apple, man. Like Apple, he's got to learn to shut his mouth just as well as just about any other loudmouth in the NFL today.
Eli Apple is a bum. I don't know what they're gonna do opposite of a woozy, but Apple is a bum.
A major bum, man. Major bum.
Big bum. Alex D says, was the winner announced yet, guys? It was not, but it's a good segue to get into it now. It really is, man. It's a good segue to get into it now. The Troy Polamalu signed jersey, which, in fact, we're going to just get out the package now so we can actually show you it's a true Troy Polamalu signed jersey. Now, funny story. I bought this as the giveaway for the weekly predictions for the people that joined us. And I felt so jealous that one of you guys are going to get it. I bought another one. And
I forgot you did.
And I have it framed, and at some point it's going to be up on this wall. I'm going to get rid of this just because Ben's retired. I don't know if Juju will be back. So I don't know, you know, until I can replace the images if I have to. It's just weird having that up. So this might go down, and we're probably going to get more jerseys up here. But here it is, guys. There it is. That is the Troy Polamalu signed jersey. Certificate of authenticity. There is the autograph itself. And, of course, there is the gorgeous Polamalu. Where's the U?
The U's in there.
The U is there.
Yes, the U is there, yeah.
I was just going to say, I hope Pristine Auction didn't fuck me over here. But there it is, guys. And now, the winner will be announced right here, right now.
And let's just never forget, Polamalu's never not working.
Never not working. Man, gotta love Troy. As you guys can see, there are the names there. Stay Black and Gold, 20 Bugger Bren, Steel Maiden, Josh K, Abel, Rex, Steel Dictate, Clutchbox, Steel Sentinel, Dreadman, General Thompson, D Carey, and Paper Portal. All are eligible. And the winner will be announced in 3, 2, 1. The winner is 20 Bugger Bren. How about that? 20 Bugger Bren. Congratulations. You are the victor. You are the winner of this Troy Polamalu jersey. I will hit you up in the Discord and get your mail info so we can send this out ASAP, hopefully tomorrow.
But congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
And I want to thank everyone that joined us this year for the weekly predictions. It's always fun. Can't wait to do it next year. And I'm going to try to one-up the prize next year. I don't know how I'm going to one-up Troy. I always try to do that. We'll figure something out.
Just like Troy, never not working.
Never not working.
We'll figure it out, and we'll get it done. But thanks again for everybody that participated and predicted games with us this season. Can't wait to do it next season. And once again, congratulations. Right here.
To 20 Bugger Bren, who I believe is a Steelers fan. I believe
he is, yes.
Because I know last year we we gave away, I think it was a Minka jersey. And that went to a Ravens fan, oddly. I think this year actually went to a Steelers fan.
20 Bugger Bren, congratulations, brother.
But that is the victor, guys. That is the victor. How about that? Congratulations. Yes, sir. Always great to do these giveaways, man. And might try to do more down the road for sure. Maybe one before the draft, after the draft, during the season, before the season, at some point, man.
Without a doubt.
Got to, we definitely want to do more of these giveaways. Just got to kind of balance it out and get a good scheduling timing and try to figure out a way to get you guys involved. More guys, not just guys in the Discord, but guys that have subscribed and want to indeed join these giveaways. But we got to do it in a way where we won't get banned or suspended off of YouTube, because the last time we did it for the Sazier giveaway, when we got 5K subscribers, we were shut down off YouTube for almost a week.
We literally had a copyright strike
because
on our channel.
They reported it as spam when the jersey was right in our hands. It was shown to you right there.
Yeah, we showed proof. We have proof. You can Ask the winner of that. He's got it right now. Freaking YouTube, I swear to God, it's so fucking stupid.
Very stupid.
Like, what happened to YouTube, man, from 10 years ago or something?
Well, we got to figure a way to do that and try to, get more giveaways going.
Without a doubt.
For sure. Trade for Kyler? No.
No.
I know everyone's all on the Kyler train. Not a fan.
From what was reported and said about him, how he puts the blame on everybody, he's self-entitled.
And
he's not that great of a leader.
And this is said by certain teammates. They think he's immature and he lacks leadership. And if we were to trade for Kyler Murray, or any team were to trade for Kyler Murray, not just the Steelers, any team, if they were to trade for Kyler Murray, here's the problem. It would cost you a lot of draft capital, and at some point it would cost you a lot of cap space for a guy that honestly hasn't proven anything at this point. What has he won?
He's got a lot of talent. He's still got a lot of potential for his young career. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler so far.
Yeah, I'm not denying his talent, but I'm not ready to give up so much for someone that hasn't accomplished anything yet.
He really hasn't.
And how is he ungrateful to the Cardinals? This is a team, this is a front office, not Cliff Kingsbury, because he arrived the year after Rosen was drafted. But the Cardinals front office drafted Josh Rosen the year before they drafted Murray number 1 overall.
Yeah.
They literally wasted the prior year's draft to draft him and make him the future. How can he be ungrateful? Now, I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, we don't know what goes behind closed doors. We don't know what's going on between Kyler and the front office of Arizona.
But I didn't like, what does he got to be like upset
where he was
for?
set up to be embarrassed. Yeah, because the Cardinals are willingly going to get blown out by the Rams to embarrass the guy that they drafted to replace the guy that they originally drafted.
Watching that game and looking back at it, Kyler looked scared and unprepared. Honestly.
In a way, it's like he's kind of making an excuse for his play style.
Yeah.
It's like he was not ready for playoff football.
Right.
Not yet.
Gorilla asks, Twins, have y'all ever received the wrong jersey from Steelers Pro Shop? Ordered Stitch Fitzpatrick Color Rush and got TJ Watt jersey T-shirts. Rob, go ahead.
Okay, so
Because this might actually lead to a giveaway.
what happened was after Najee Harris was drafted, I ordered a Color Rush Najee Harris jersey from Steelers Pro Shop, Steelers.com. When it arrived, it was a regular home Steelers Najee Harris jersey. So I contacted their support team and asked and alerted them, hey, you gave me the wrong jersey. So they got back to me, and they actually sent me the right jersey. I got a Color Rush Najee Harris jersey. I got my jersey, but I still have the home jersey. And they did give me a return label to give the original jersey back, and I didn't.
Who would do that?
I didn't. This was back in, I want to say, June or July, and they haven't gotten at me. They haven't contacted me about getting the jersey back.
They're like, oh, we'll send you the right jersey, but send us that jersey back. Who would do that?
So I have my Color Rush Najee Harris jersey, but I also have a home Najee Harris jersey still in its original packaging.
And it is a large, right?
It is a large.
It is a large, unsigned, and still like new. So
I basically got 2 jerseys for the price of 1.
Right. Now, that could be a giveaway down the road. Let us know what you guys think about that.
That's what I've been thinking and even discussing with Danny off camera. I've been discussing, when we do another one of these giveaways, whenever that will be next time, maybe it could be the Najee Harris jersey because I have not opened the package. I have not opened the wrap. I haven't even seen it. I have not. It's still literally right there.
Yeah, so it's pretty much fresh.
Well, at least I haven't opened it since, it first delivered when I thought it was my Color Rush.
Right.
Since then, I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
So it's literally still in the box.
So that could be a giveaway down the road, man, at some point. Maybe during draft time because, it's appropriate since Najee was drafted last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let us know what you guys think about that. Birdie fan with a $2 super chat says, besides Super Bowl, I'm excited for Steelers draft. I'm very excited for this offseason in general. Antoine Brooks, the Steelers' 5th round pick in 2020, wins the Super Bowl with the Rams.
As a member of their practice squad.
Well, I think he was a 6th round pick, but yeah, Antoine Brooks won a Super Bowl.
The guy that was supposed to be our starting slot cornerback, or at least was our starting slot cornerback on our original depth chart for preseason.
He was released because of an injury designation, and then
we never brought him back, and he goes to the Rams. He's been a part of their practice squad for the whole season, and then now has a ring. It was probably the best thing that could have happened to Antoine Brooks.
And I liked Brooks, man. I think he could have been a great linebacker, but, we lose a 6th-round pick like that. Steel Rick with a $5 super chat says, Classic Rock for Super Bowl 57 halftime show next year. I would love another, a Rock Super Bowl halftime show. It's been a minute. I'm secretly hoping for AC/DC, but we know that's not going to happen. I wish. But
I don't know.
We know that's not going to happen.
We'll see. I would like another nostalgic musician or band to do the halftime show. Now one of these today music folks, because they suck.
That's not music. It's not. It's garbage.
Half the time I can't understand what the hell they're saying, and it's not my type of music. It's not.
These musicians today suck. That's why I listen to the old shit. I listen to the stuff on my Spotify, my Pandora. I still buy CDs from the classics just because I can't listen to today's radio. Bring in an old band, an old performer, an old artist to give the fans a nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everyone's saying congratulations. Still, like you said, Classic Rock, but who would you want? Yeah, who would you guys want as the halftime show next year? I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts. It don't just have to be a rock band. It could be any music genre. Halftime show was good because they made the most money at the biggest sports event in the world, but Eminem literally only signed for 10 seconds. I hated that so much. Yeah, I feel like M's was shorter than everyone's.
It did feel that way.
It did kind of feel that way. But to be fair, it's the only one I truly cared about. Like, I like Snoop. I like him more as a personality than an artist. I love the 50 Cent. But M was the only guy I really cared about there. Does Kyler actually want out of Arizona, or is this sissy fit he's just throwing out there? Who knows, man? We never know with these athletes these days. Everyone's a fucking prima donna. Who knows, man? Who really knows? Time will tell. Who's this guy pointing at his finger? A nobody. You're telling...
Yeah, Kyler.
Pointing at his finger.
Yeah, he's pointing the finger and blaming everybody else, supposedly.
Oh, you're talking about Kyler?
Yeah, that's what I saw that tweet earlier. I can't remember who tweeted, but I could have sworn I saw something along the lines like that.
I thought I was talking about Aaron Donald for a second.
No.
If you're talking about Aaron Donald.
No, that's Kyler. That's Kyler.
Your thoughts, Aaron or Wilson at quarterback in the next 3 years for our black and yellow? None of them will be a Steeler. I wouldn't mind Wilson if he's a free agent because it would cost too much to trade for him. Aaron Rodgers, that's not happening. He's going to stick with Green Bay.
And Green Bay's going to go literally all in to make sure that he stays, although they drafted Jordan Love not too long ago.
Yeah.
Which is still freaking stupid of them. Like, you're going to, it just makes no sense.
Yeah, really. Game wasn't rigged. Bengals choked away, and Eli Apple shouldn't be in the league. If that player can make his way to the sport, I think anybody can. You're right.
I mean, for God's sake, Ross Cockrell did. Yeah. With the Bucs last year.
Yeah, you're right.
How did Ross Cockrell win a Super Bowl?
Eli Apple is the most overrated defensive back I've ever seen come out of the Buckeyes.
Yeah, I did not understand the hype at all from him.
How is he 10th overall?
Well, it's because that was the Giants.
The Giants are just so stupid.
That's the Giants for you.
That was just so stupid. Man. That was so silly. All right, where we at in the chat? Jedi says, not Jedi, excuse me. Shout out to Steel Jedi. Steel Jackson says, by the way, guys, the Steel Twins essentially call me the Steelers jersey king. You are. You have, how many? 50 jerseys now?
Yeah, dude, your collection literally blows almost everybody that we know out of the water.
Yeah. God, how many jerseys you got? 40?
Your collection is massive. I'm actually jealous of it.
Yeah.
I don't even have half of how much you have.
Yeah.
It's crazy. One day I want to get there, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out to Steel Jackson.
Yeah, for sure. Man, if only I can get a percentage of his jersey. I mean, he always finds these hella good deals on eBay and everything, man. It's just the luck of the draw or something. Everyone's saying for the halftime show, Phil Collins, Luke Holmes, let's see, Metallica, Judas. Imagine Judas. Chris fucking Jericho. Imagine. Everyone would pop,
dude,
for Judas.
Yeah, oh my God, dude. That whole crowd would sing every lyric. Whether they actually listen to the music or they just look on their phone to the lyrics.
Judas Priest and Ozzy. Bring the Scorpions, country. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do next year. They're going to get some big type of act, I'm sure. Kanye and AB halftime show. Kanye and AB. Imagine AB doing a halftime show. Good God. AC/DC or Aerosmith. Aerosmith's another great one.
Yeah.
Man, they got a lot of great shit they could play, bro. Man, they're just a hell of a band. One of my favorites is of course, Sweet Emotion. There's so many.
Oh, yeah.
So many I could name. Same with AC/DC. One of my favorites of all time. They have another long list that they could play. Man, that'd be a hell of a
That'd be a great halftime show.
Yeah. Let's see where we at. Judas Christian in Arizona next year. They live in Phoenix. I can see Judas Christian. I don't know what they're going to do next year for the halftime show. I don't know what they're going to do. Country music would actually give me depression if it were the next halftime show. Don't hate on country.
If it's today's country.
Today's country, forget about it.
If it's today's country, I'll actually turn the TV off. I cannot stand today's country.
No. But
I'll listen to the old school country. The old school country is legit country.
Yeah. But don't hate on country, man. I listen to a little bit of everything. But
listen, man, the country that you hear today is not country.
No.
And they're not country singers. I'm sorry, they're not. And I am not a fan of either of them.
No. Not at all.
Even guys like Blake Shelton or Luke Bryan nowadays have kind of fallen down from their earlier years as country singers.
A little bit, yeah. But I doubt they'd even bring in a country singer for the Hall of Fame.
No, of course not. They'll do it for the national anthem.
Yeah.
Because they did it a couple years ago with Luke Bryan.
Right, but I mean, for the halftime show, it's gonna be a bigger marquee type of like something like this year.
But
also
genre of music.
But also because they had so many great artists in a nostalgic feel because it was in L.A.
Yeah.
So next year, I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's obviously gonna be someone big. I mean, last year they had The Weeknd. They had Justin Timberlake a few years back. So
and J-Lo and
J-Lo and Shakira. That's right.
that was good.
It was my favorite halftime show of all time.
That was good.
It was my favorite halftime show of all time. For obvious reasons. Hey, you can't hate me on that. Queen plus Adam Lambert for next year's Super Bowl halftime show. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I really don't know what they're going to do. Where's the Super Bowl next year?
I actually don't know.
Super Bowl 57. Super Bowl 57. It's in Arizona. It's in Arizona. It's in the Cardinals Stadium.
Yeah, they renamed it.
The State Farm Stadium. Oh, God.
Yeah.
We're totally getting Packers versus Chiefs. Come on. It's a state.
Okay, listen, man. If there's a Super Bowl that's bound to be rigged, it's that one.
I was just. You fucking read my mind.
We're twins. That's
you
what happens.
read my mind.
That's what happens.
It's the State Farm Stadium next year, Super Bowl 57. We are guaranteed to get packed. I'm making a prediction right now just based on that.
And you know who do the coin toss? Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm.
Jesus Christ.
And the original Jake.
Jesus
we need
Christ.
the original Jake. Nothing against this new Jake, but we need the original Jake.
Bro,
from
I
State
swear to
Farm.
God, a year from now, and that happens, I swear to God, we're fortune tellers.
Can I bet on it now?
No.
I'm just joking.
Can you bet on that? I don't think you're allowed.
At certain sites.
Nah, screw that. What are you doing? Oh, jeez.
In fact, what are the early look at Super Bowl 57 odds? I'm actually curious. All right, Chiefs, Bills, plus 700. Rams, Bengals, plus 1,200. Cowboys, Niners, plus 1,400. Packers, Ravens. Okay. Broncos, Bucks. Titans, Patriots. Really? Where are the fucking Packers? The Packers are right there. Where are the Chiefs? Am I tripping?
The Chiefs were literally the first one you named.
See, man. Shut up. Where are the Steelers at?
Oh, they're down.
Plus 4,000.
Yeah, they ain't happening.
I'm gonna bet $1 and win $40.
Yeah, our bets are they're pretty low.
4,000. Hey.
Not as low as the Lions.
It could be the Lions or the Jets or the Texans or the Jags.
Now the freaking Bengals were pretty low this year. I remember that, and they shocked everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're getting one of those again. I don't.
Bumwings are 0-3 in the Super Bowl. They are 0-3. They have yet to win a Super Bowl. The Rams won their second Super Bowl in franchise history. The Bengals are still winless in the Super Bowl.
Yes, they are.
And that's a greater feeling. That's a greater feeling. With a $5 Australian from Steeler Nation, Australia. That's awesome, man. Appreciate it. Who do you hate more, Ravens or Patriots? Ravens. Ravens. Without a doubt, Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens. Although I have more respect for the Ravens than the Patriots.
Yeah. Let's see. I wish that when they played California Love, they did like a tribute to Tupac and played his verse. Yeah, I was actually hoping for like a Tupac hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know Snoop years ago did a Tupac hologram. That would have been cool to do it this year. I think that would have been very great. And that would have took their already great performance over the top. And my hat just fell.
Yeah, be careful there. But I agree. I really do agree.
I was truly waiting for a Tupac hologram. Like when M and Dre started doing their thing and the thing rose, I'm like, oh shit, we're about to get it, aren't we? And we didn't.
No, we should have.
I don't know if that was a thought, if that was a plan. I don't know if the NFL turned it down. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think that would have been cool, though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Big difference between a blown call in the third quarter and a blown call with 1:30 left. I mean, I ain't going to disagree, but the Bengals got away with one. They did. Although I think the one on Wilson was clean. I think it was very clean, but they did get away with one with Higgins. I still would like to know where all the flags came from at the end of the game. No flags all game, and all of a sudden it's
for that game-winning drive.
It's a laundry basket.
It's literally the National Flag League.
Yeah. How'd you like the Rock intro? I actually forgot he did the intro.
I didn't really listen into it.
It didn't surprise me that the Rock was there because it's in L.A. They're in L.A., so it didn't surprise me, but it was cool.
I didn't really listen into it.
He pulled a total wrestling promo at the start of the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, you want a guy to hype up the Super Bowl when it comes to mic skills, that's The Rock for you.
You're right. What about Ravens or Browns? Ravens. Still Ravens. I don't have much hatred for the Browns. I mean, I do because their recent success has really overwhelmed the fans, certain fans. Shout out to Loose Cannon, shout out to Unger to the Max. They're not along that list.
No, they're not.
But certain fans have been overwhelmed by their little bit of success, and it's made me really hate the franchise. And Baker Mayfield has always been overrated. There are a lot of guys on the Browns I respect, but still, I think I would hate the Ravens more. I think I just have to. Phil Collins would give me goosebumps. Yeah. Imagine that, man. Imagine Phil Collins to perform the halftime show next year.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine. I just don't know, man. 71 years old is Phil Collins. It would be cool, though. Let's see. Twins tell Burrow to get a cigar and do his little dance in the locker room now. I wonder how many cigars they had packed just for this occasion, only to not use them. I did see, like, after the Aaron Donald play, you could see the emotion immediately on Burrow's face. Like
he held it back.
He held back a lot of emotion. And I kind of felt that because it's like, damn, all the success he's had the last 3-4 years, coming back from ACL injury to lead his team in his second year to the Super Bowl. Like, I did feel that emotion from Burrow just seeing his face. And listen, I have nothing against the current core of talent that the Bengals have. I actually like the talent they have. But I hate to see the organization succeed.
Oh, yeah, of course. But you can't deny or even hate, as of now, they could grow a very annoying ego.
Or personality.
Yeah.
They, like some of these guys, like a Jamar Chase, a Higgins, some of these guys could adapt terrible personalities thinking they're all hot shit. A lot of players have done it already. So hopefully that's not the case because I don't want to hate some of these guys, but
as of now, I don't hate the current talent.
I just don't want to see them succeed.
Of course.
And that's the organization itself. Stafford has averaged number 21 defense for 12 years as Lion and won 45%. Give him top 15 defense, win Super Bowl. Quarterback can only win if team has good defense equals fact. Yeah, you're right. You are right. Defense wins championships.
Yeah, they do.
Defense absolutely wins championships. SteelTwins and Chisel Adonis, the best Steelers fans to watch, says John, the Pittsburgh nerd. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I really do. Really appreciate that.
Very appreciate that. And shout out to Chisel Adonis for sure. What's up, SteelTwins? How are you doing? Doing great. I'm doing phenomenal. How are you doing it? As a Bengals fan, I really want to know, how are you doing? How are you feeling, man? Are you overwhelmed by the success this year? Are you still upset? You think you guys will be back? I genuinely want to know. How much money do you think Johnson is worth? Apparently what's being rumored is like 15, 16 million. I think that's perfect for Johnson, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's a fair amount. I do. I think that's a fair amount. I think that'll work.
Right.
It's not too bad. It's not too expensive for him. And he's only going to grow. I truly believe that.
Agreed. We are still the undisputed kings of the North, says Steel Dictate. You are right. I don't know when we'll win the North again, but it's still good to see. I like Burrow. He just plays for the wrong team. Yeah, that's the issue. I really like Burrow. I loved him coming out of LSU. We all knew he was going to be drafted by the Bengals. And listen, you can hate a team but still love players. Like, I like Lamar Jackson. I think he's great to watch. I think he's a hell of a personality.
Hell, when the Bengals were horrible, I still liked A.J. Green. I was a fan of A.J. Green. I'm like, bro, I feel bad that you're with them.
Or looking at the Browns, I love Nick Chubb. I adore Nick Chubb, man. I think he's top 3 back in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So there's guys you can still really respect and like from a football aspect. It just sucks they're on the team you hate. Or on a team that are rivals to your team.
Yeah, of course.
And you got to face them twice a year. Still, Twins, I don't even hate the Bengals that much, to be honest, but I'm happy they lost, says Elephant. I agree, man. Eli Apple getting smoked on Twitter. I mean, it's not the first time he got smoked tonight.
No, not at all.
Eli Apple's the weakness of the Bengals. Yeah, he's got to get cut. In fact, I'm curious to know his contract situation. Very interested. Where's contract? There it is.
There's no way he comes back, right?
Well, no wonder he sucks. He grew up in Philly. No offense to Philly folks. Yeah, 1-year deal. Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, there's no way he goes back.
Yeah, he gonna cry in the car. He done, man. He done.
Although I probably laughed my ass off because I remember when the Packers lost last year and Kevin King kind of fucked them over a bunch in that NFC Championship game, and we all thought, oh, he's not coming back. There's no way he's coming back. They brought him back. So I can see the Bengals doing the same thing with Eli Apple. I can.
They can't. That would be stupid. They just can't.
You never know. They could be that desperate.
They just can't.
They could be that desperate.
They just can't. I hate to say it, and I don't know if he'd truly do this, but if Joe Hayden's leaving, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Cincinnati.
If he were to stay in the AFC North, I don't know.
I hate to say
maybe
it.
If they get him the right price, which I can see.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And they're going to – I doubt they bring back Apple. And I don't know what the deal is with Trey Waynes, but they're probably going to need someone opposite of Awuzie unless they draft someone, unless they pick someone else up. But I think Hayden's gone for the Steelers, and it wouldn't surprise me if he goes back to Ohio.
We'll see.
Only for the Bengals. I hope not, but I'm just going to toss it out there. All right, where we at in the chat? No penalties all game, and that holding call at the end was bullshit. I'm not going to lie to you. It really was. I thought it was clean. I really don't hate Pittsburgh as much as I used to. The old school rivalry of Ben Roethlisberger and Terrell Suggs, Troy Polamalu, Ray Lewis is dead, says RND double L flag. Yeah, Ben was the last of that prime era of the Steelers-Ravens rivalry.
Of the classic rivalry, man.
So,
like, the rivalry will always be great. It will always be a very must-see matchup every time the Steelers and Ravens fight.
It's never going to match what it was.
Dude, all that star power, all that talent, all that recognition.
We're always going to look back at that rivalry and think of its prime and be so proud of it. Saints Nola says, video idea. You guys ever want to do a review on your original videos you started with? I think we did that like a few years ago. We might do that again. I've thought about it.
Looking back at our old videos?
Would you guys want to watch?
Would you guys be interested in a video like that?
Well, better yet, would you guys even be interested in watching our old videos? Because I'm going to recommend don't do that. It's terrible. It is so bad. I go back and watch it sometimes. I'm like, bro, just shut up.
I know exactly, but I mean, if you guys are interested, if you guys would like to see it, hey, let us know in the chat right here. Let us know.
Yeah, man.
Put your thoughts down here.
Twins with that slick shit. Pac-Man Jones was saying, glad he can cry and go hide now. Yeah, again. So, Twins, I'm sad right now, but I think if we fix the line and get rid of Eli Apple, we have a shot to run it back, but the division should be fun, says Araf. Yeah, I agree.
I think regardless, you guys will be competitive for years to come. I really do.
Right.
I really, really do. You guys got a young and very good team with a very young head coach in Zach Taylor.
Yeah. Browns should move to San Antonio or somewhere, and maybe their luck changes, says outside Steelers fan. Yeah, you can take the Browns out of Cleveland, but you can't take Cleveland out of the Browns. That's the issue, though. In the draft, the Steelers need to focus at quarterback and the secondary. Your thoughts?
I think it really all depends on what they do in free agency first.
Yeah.
That's what it really all comes down to.
I think they need to focus on O-line and linebacker and secondary primarily.
I mean, quarterback is definitely going to be something that they're going to look at, and it is a need, as well as secondary, because we could very well lose some people in the secondary. Hayden, more than likely he's going to be leaving. Witherspoon, he could very well leave.
We had three stars are going to be free agents this year.
Yeah, Hayden, Witherspoon, and Edmonds.
And Millette.
Can't forget about him too. So there's going to be some guys in the secondary that may very well leave.
Yeah.
Hopefully not all of them.
Secondary, I agree, needs to be something to focus on. Quarterback, again, that depends on the free agency market.
Yeah, it really does.
Bengals won that game. They gave LA 50 shots in the red zone, more penalties in the final minutes in the whole game. Yeah, I don't know where all the flags came from, but I thought the Bengals still had a chance to come back, and they didn't succeed.
No, and Eli Apple caused that, I think it was the pass interference on Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, that gave him a new set of downs, man. Let's see. What do the Steelers do at quarterback with no one good in the draft this year? I think they sign a free agent if that's the case. But they're not looking at the draft that way because they're obviously showing interest in a lot of guys. Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, you guys already know.
Yeah, of course.
I'd hope they sign someone in free agency, though. Someone cheap. Someone that can keep us competitive for a gap situation.
And just give us, competition in the quarterback room, too.
Yeah.
Instead of just going with Mason or Haskins. Like, yeah, they'll compete with each other, but you want another guy in there.
Agreed. Imagine Steelers sign Eli for the outside corner. That would be the worst free agent signing since Dante Moncrief.
I am not all for that. I hope to God the Steelers don't do that.
I wouldn't bring him in for depth.
No.
I wouldn't bring him in to play special teams. I wouldn't bring him in for the practice squad. That's how much he sucks.
Not only that, but he's a freaking loudmouth on social media, and I don't want any more of those. I do not want any more freaking loudmouths that think that they're all hot shit only for them to not do anything on the field.
Yep. Agreed.
I prefer their work on the field to do the talking than them go on social media and talk for no damn reason.
Agreed, for sure. The Rams traded picks to have a quarterback. Do you see the Steelers doing the same? No, I do not, because we do not have the capital to do so. Also, it is not something the Steelers do. So I don't think it's going to happen. What's funny is Bengals Steelers is such a one-sided hatred. They hate us so much that we don't care enough to hate them back because we beat them most of the time. That's true. Even though they swept us this year very dominantly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hayden probably retiring in March, but good news is that there will be a lot of sneaky talent, young-aged cornerbacks in free agency. There will be.
Yeah, there's a good bit in free agency that we could look at and potentially pick up.
Even in the draft, the corner's pretty deep this year.
It is.
The Bengals have always been a cocky franchise with cocky players. Yeah, their resume speaks for itself. Uzama.
Ucho
Cinco is heavy. Perfect. Pac-Man Jones.
Jeremy Hill.
That
guy never recovered since playing with the towel.
List goes on, man. I still like us to make a trade for Derek Carr. I would really love Derek Carr in Pittsburgh. I wouldn't trade for him. I'd wait for his contract to run out in 2023 and give him an offer.
Yeah.
I don't know if he leaves Oakland, but
it's Las Vegas.
God, I got to get used to that.
I just don't see Carr leaving the Raiders. I think he's a Raider for life.
Yeah, but if he were to, I wouldn't mind giving him an offer.
No, absolutely not. I mean, Carr isn't really all this or all that, but I think he's still a hell of a quarterback in today's league.
Yeah.
I do. He's a hell of a leader, too. His leadership really sticks out to me.
Yeah, really. I hate your football team for obvious reasons, but I respect you guys, and you have a great channel, says A-Ref. Hey, I appreciate it, man.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
And I got to give respect to you, man, from a rival across state lines, for sure. I gotta give respect to you, man.
Absolutely.
With Pickett gone early, I'm liking Malik Willis, throw first, run second. He's fast. Malik Willis is obviously a heavy name.
And he's a possible option, too.
I don't know if he's going to be there, though.
Yeah, because I think with his pro days and even the combine coming up shortly, I think his stock's really going to rise if it hasn't already. Especially if he runs that 40 and people see his speed, then I think that's going to take him to top 10 levels.
Right.
In my opinion. We'll see, though. That's the exciting part about the offseason now. Seeing these draft prospects really stick out, build up their draft stock, and see where they could land.
Yep. Joe Burrow just gave a great interview. Guy has a lot of class, says Allen. That's why we really love Joe Burrow. Gotta respect the guy. Especially after the comments he made before the Super Bowl where he said these athletes always on social media, always on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, posting their workouts. Like, keep the workout in private. Let your work on the field do the talking.
Yeah.
How hard is it for a talent to do that? Like, that really made my respect for Burrow jump. Because that's what the fuck this generation of talent lacks. Everyone's always
that's what they need to hear.
Everyone's always quick to Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever the fuck they use to post their stupid shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, show me on the field.
That's all that really matters when it comes to the NFL. Oh, you look great. Oh, you have abs. Cool shit.
No shit. You're a fucking football player.
You can lift weights. That's great. You're fast. That's good. Can that transition to the field, please?
Yeah. Like, no shit you're working out. You're a fucking athlete. I don't know. I'm just nitpicking. But I really appreciated that Burrow line there. If we don't resign Winston, hope you guys grab him. I always liked Winston. I wouldn't mind Winston. I secretly think he goes back to the Bucs.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if Garoppolo gets released, I think Arians will give him a call. I really do. And Garoppolo will officially replace Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's what's going to happen. I do.
Let's see where we at in the chat. Where we at? What do you think about keeping Arthur Millette in the slot? I'd let him walk. I appreciate what he did in the run game. I wasn't impressed with his coverage skills. I'd give Norwood the slot job.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like with the limited reps that Norwood was in as a slot corner, I feel like he kind of stuck out to me. And I think he's got a lot of upside for being a 7th-round selection. And he did very well in limited reps. I'd be all in to giving him a full-on starting slot position for the Steelers.
Yeah.
I really would. I think he's got a lot of upside.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Norwood's potential.
Mm-hmm.
Winston will be on the market. Minshew, Mariota, Bridgewater, and out of all those, I would like Teddy. Potentially, man. If I'm looking at that list right there, I'm going to take Mariota, honestly, because I think he's more mobile, and that's what the Steelers are looking for. But I don't mind either of those guys.
No. And you can't go wrong either. Nothing but gap guys, but starter-capable people that can somehow, some way figure out to get the job done. And they've done it with their previous teams.
We need to throw some money at J.C. Jackson. I love that. That's one of my free agent wishes, dreams this year, outside of Ryan Jensen. I think he's going to get franchise tagged, though.
I just can't see him or New England letting him walk, and I can't see him walking away from New England.
Me neither.
New England's the team that gave him the opportunity and that put him on the map and helped him get him on the map.
Right. Would you like Tyrod Taylor? If he could just stay healthy, he'd still got it. Yeah, I mean, Tyrod Taylor's not bad. He's the quintessential gap quarterback. He has everything the Steelers are looking for.
But that's the thing, every year He tends to get injured. Something happens to him and he gets injured.
There's something. Like, he just has the worst luck.
Whether it's something medically, like with the Chargers, or just flat on the field, like the Texans this past season. Just something with Tyrod. He can't stay healthy lately.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Tyrod. It's competition.
Yeah. Question for you boys with Stafford stats with the Lions. Do you think if he gets another ring, he'll be in the Hall of Fame? Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. Mike Tomlin loves loudmouths, though? Yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea why. And notice how most of them are receivers.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Had this discussion yesterday with the Discord chat how these receivers never shut the hell up. Going all the way back to AB and Martavis Bryant. We all know AB. Don't got to go down there. Martavis Bryant. As soon as we drafted Juju. Oh, no, that's Sammy Coach's replacement, not mine. Only for him to replace both of you.
Literally.
And then
or all three in general.
And then Juju and his TikTok bullshit, which isn't as bad as the other guys, but still had that distraction. You had Deontay Johnson on Twitter shortly after the season talk shit about criticism or hatred or whatever the hell he thought it was.
Or basically saying, I'm rich.
Just
bragging about how much money he's got.
Going on a rant on Twitter, and Chase Claypool never shuts up. Never shuts up. Like, I
said earlier, like if they can't stand the negativity or whatever, stay off Twitter, stay off social media.
Like, I just don't
literally use the offseason to focus on your craft, on your potential as a football player, especially with your position at wide receiver for an organization like the Pittsburgh Steelers. Use the entire offseason to work on your craft and get better.
Like, I just don't understand why these receivers never shut the hell up. Like,
just stay away from Twitter, stay off social media. It's actually good for you.
And that's why I appreciated Burrow's comment. Honestly. Let's see. What do you guys think about Marquise Goodwin? He could be a nice speedster. That's what we need at receiver badly. We need depth. We need a little more dependability, but we need speed, for the love of God. We haven't had speed since Wallace.
And we could use some decent experience at wide receiver depth, too, because we don't really have that. We have a lot of young guys that have played like 2, 3 some odd years, but we don't have a guy like Goodwin that's been in the league for over 8.
Right.
I believe. I wouldn't mind a guy like him.
No,
a veteran, a nice depth guy, and speed, like Dan said.
Yeah, exactly.
Something that the receiver group could really, really help with.
Yeah, agreed. Steel Dre says, who they? The team that didn't win the Super Bowl, Mike Hilton. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy Mike Hilton made it to the Super Bowl, but, you know, he allowed that touchdown to Odell to start the game, so.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, Hilton, but.
Michael Golero with he says, always good show, Twins. Go Raiders. Mariota for Fitzpatrick. Nah, I'm good. I'm very good. I'll trade you Dwayne Haskins for Derek Carr. Think about it. Former first-round pick, a lot of upside. He's still young. Las Vegas is always the place for trouble. Why not? I think it's a good trade. I think it's fair.
I mean, you guys may need a cornerback. You want Justin Lane?
You sure?
You could use a cornerback. I mean, that's
hey, it fits their resume. I mean, he got arrested for a DUI or something like last year.
Yeah,
so it's just. I'm just saying. Why not, right? I think it's fair, bro. I think it's fair. Very fair. I don't even bother with the Pirates. All my focus on Penguins and Steelers all offseason. Yeah, I feel the same way. I don't really follow. Like, I'll go to a game, but I don't follow.
I try to keep up with them every now and then. It's just kind of hard to watch the games because of how many they are, and I don't really follow the schedule as often as I would the Steelers, obviously.
I'm also just I'm not big into baseball like I am, like the NFL or the NHL.
I'll just see how they're doing on Facebook or Twitter, really.
Yeah.
So it's more likely they'll suck.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Twins, I enjoy the show as always, but I got to be up at 5 a.m. for work. Keep putting out great content. Pittsburgh Steelers for life, says Steelers Cyan Jetty. Well, Jedi, I appreciate you for joining us tonight, and you have a great night.
Have a great night's sleep. Thanks for the support, really.
Yeah, seriously.
Really means a lot.
All you guys, man. With Claypool's size and agility, he should be a more disciplined guy, but he just doesn't understand the basics of normal football.
Yeah, seriously. I cannot tell you how clumsy Chase Claypool is. He's got to be the most clumsy receiver I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, the guy will literally trip by tiptoeing.
It's crazy to think that, like, these receivers are coming into their third, fourth year. Deontay's coming into his fourth year, final year of his rookie contract. Claypool's coming into his third year. Like, this is the time these guys got to step it up.
Yeah, really.
This is the make or break for them. So I love the ceiling for these guys, but it's that time they really got to step it up, especially a guy like Claypool.
Yeah, because I don't know where his impact went from his rookie season. In his rookie season, he had a lot of impact. Like, guys literally had to hold him because they knew of how dominant he was as a deep threat. And this past season, every time we threw a deep to him, he freaking fell over. Even when he had the ball in his hands, he literally let it go. Like, I do not know where the impact went. He needs to get that back.
Yeah.
And it's a big shame that people compare him to freaking Megatron.
Now, I do think, to benefit, and this has been said for the last 2-3 some odd years, the handicapping, the play calling, and even the quarterback play did handicap a lot of people. No, there was not one particular blame on the offense the last 3 years. It was a collective bad mess.
It was.
Because the receivers didn't step up at times, and they had their drop issues, and even the clumsiness from certain guys. The blocking is atrocious, as we know. There's not a consistent running game. The play calling is atrocious. And, of course, the quarterback play was
and the turnovers just really hurt us a lot.
So it's not a full one-guy blame. But I'm hoping with the new change, new era that's coming around, the better O-line, a fresher quarterback, hopefully Canada can open the playbook with a new quarterback. Hopefully the offense can open up a little bit and it'll benefit everybody.
All we can do is be optimistic about it and hope that it does happen.
That's all we can do. You know, the Steelers are fully in on Canada this year. So let's see, with a fresh offense coming in, a new line, a new quarterback, let's see what this talent is truly made of. It's a time for everyone to step it up.
For sure. We'll see what happens.
Because that will tell the tale for the future. It really will, man. And again, I'm excited for it. One of the Bengals' touchdowns was false with a blown face mask call. That was on T. Higgins, man. Chase Claypool needs to play like how he did in Week 5, 2020 versus the Philadelphia Eagles, which is right there. That's him catching, I think it was his 4th or 5th touchdown on Nathan Gary.
Yeah.
Right there.
I don't know. Again, I don't know where Claypool went.
Where did that Claypool go? It's still there. You know, it's not like the dude just lost the talent. It's there. We just gotta find it. He's got to find it. We got to utilize it.
Because Mapletron went away. Now we got Tripatron.
Tripatron.
That's my new nickname for him. Tripatron.
Tripatron. I like that. How about this standing for every drops? Let me read this again. How about this standing for every drop wide receivers make? Stay off Twitter for a week. I'm not understanding what you're saying. How about this standing for every drop wide receivers make? Stay off Twitter for a week.
I think it means that they're defending their bad play on the field by talking shit on
That's
media.
Twitter. Twitter can be a blessing and a curse.
Like I said, they should just stay off of it. Literally, take an off season, take a break from it. Uninstall the damn app. Don't pick up the phone and work on your craft.
That's why certain guys, like the core guys, stay off of social media. You notice that? Why? Not on social media a lot.
Yeah.
Minka, I barely see him on social media. Najee, barely on social media. Hayward might be out of that guy that's mostly on social media, but even then,
he doesn't
barely.
He doesn't let it get to him. Or if anything, he'll use all that negativity and literally get better.
You know, some of these core guys don't have most of their life shown on social media. I don't know.
Social media's taking over. And I think that's bad, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Great show, guys. As a Rams fan, I'm on such a high. Well, congratulations to you, man.
And props to the Rams.
Props to the Rams. Props to all of L.A.
Thank you, L.A.
Thank you, L.A., for saving us from all of what would have been a complete just
Who-day marathon all damn week from Cincinnati.
Yeah. What do you think about Van Der Esch at linebacker? I think his contract is up. That is who I wanted the most in the 2018 draft. It wasn't Rashaan Evans. It wasn't a Justin Reed. It wasn't a Terrell Edmonds. It was Leighton Van Der Esch out of Boise State. And I'd love to bring him in. The only issue is obviously his injuries. But I think he's still a pretty solid player.
Yeah, I think exactly. I think he's a very solid player. I don't recall him missing any games this past season. I think he was fully healthy for the most part.
You also got to think.
If I'm not mistaken. But with that nagging, I think it's a neck injury that's still nagging him. That's a worrisome thing, obviously, for his career.
He's only 26 years old. They declined his fifth-year option. He played all games this year.
Yeah, he played all games. He did.
Now, I don't think he saw a lot of time on the field either because he obviously split reps with
Parsons
and Jabril Cox and Keanu Neal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to bring in Van Der Esch. I'm still a big fan of him if he were to stay healthy.
And I believe the Steelers were heavily interested in Van Der Esch in that year's draft. If I'm not mistaken, if I can remember.
I wouldn't mind bringing him in. I think that'd be a decent free agent pickup. A 1-year prove-a-deal of some sort. For sure. Except for next year, since only 4 starters are free agents, 5 when Witt retires, but his backup is better, honestly. Who is his backup? Honestly. Who is his backup? I'm curious. But I think some of those free agents you're talking about could be back. Odell could be back. Is Von Miller going to be a free agent?
I don't know. Because I thought he signed a big deal a couple years ago. I think that's still...
You might be right.
I think that's still relevant.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
This is, the Rams Super Bowl window, they won it. The repeat window, it's still open, but when you look at this team, it's not a dynasty. This is a team that they built to succeed for a small period of time while they still can. They succeeded. They're obviously going to want more. How open is the window still? They're still going to have most of the guys back, I would imagine, but I don't know if they repeat, bro. But I'm happy for them. A lot of guys deserve it. A lot of the guys in LA deserve it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think we're probably going to resign Reve in the slot for Canada's system. I think we can almost guarantee that.
Yeah.
We can all expect that. He might actually be one of the first guys we actually resign before an Edmonds, before a Juju, before a Witherspoon. It'd probably be a Ray, to be real with you. Bush is either going to continue to do the dishes or get dusted away with the win. Going to be interesting to find out what Bush can do in 2022. Yeah, I would like us to decline his 5th-year option. I think that could add fuel to the fire, light a fire under him. Honestly,
yeah, because that's what he needs. That's what he really needs.
Yeah. Rooting for Bush as well. Hopefully, he just had an offseason like Boz did in 2018. Yeah, I mean. Same thing with Boz is that he had nagging injuries. That wasn't announced until after the season. But Bush, coming off ACL, never experienced it, but I can understand the mental aspect he might have been suffering from it. But there's no excuse no more with Bush. He's either got to step it up or get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Bush was really well in his rookie year, man. And I loved what he did before he went down in that Ravens game in 2020.
Yeah, he's still got a ton of potential, too. I like his potential. I like his upside. I know he's still got it within him. He just got to unleash it.
Yes, he does.
He really does.
He's got it, man. Again, same thing with Claypool. It's not like he just lost the talent. It's there. They just got to express it.
I don't know what it was. It's like something was holding that potential down.
Yeah.
They literally got to push off and let that unleash on the field.
Right. I got to ask, since I'm biased, is this season from Kupp with the postseason the best season in the history of the NFL for a wide receiver? I'd say yes, but one unbiased view. Wow, that's a hell of a question, dude.
That is a very good question. The best for a wide receiver? I mean, you can definitely put it up there. With the season he had leading the NFL in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns, and to end it all with a Super Bowl ring and Super Bowl MVP.
I'm trying to think, because...
I mean, that's pretty insane.
Because obviously Calvin, Megatron, still holds the record for most receiving yards in a single season.
Yeah. With
Stafford as his quarterback at the same time. They didn't make the playoffs, obviously. Antonio Brown had so many great seasons, but he didn't finish it the way we all hope so.
Yeah.
Same thing with Julio Jones. Wes Welker had a really good year when he almost broke, what's his name? Fucking the dude that held it before.
Oh, Marvin?
Yeah, Marvin Harrison. Before he broke Marvin Harrison's record. Marvin Harrison himself held the record before Michael Thomas broke it. So, I mean, there's a lot. But You could say Cooper Kupp definitely had the best season all in all for a receiver.
Yeah, because those names that you mentioned, they didn't really end their season with a ring or recognition of Super Bowl MVP.
Right. Although, if we're talking recently, Cooper Kupp definitely without a doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
If we're talking recently.
And the guy when you want to talk about consistency, that was Cooper Kupp all year.
All year.
Even when he had some low receiving yardage type of games, he was still consistent.
Yep.
And it wasn't bad whatsoever. The guy was consistent all year round. He was uncoverable, unstoppable.
Yeah.
And he came up clutch twice in the Super Bowl.
I'm so mad I didn't bet on him to win MVP when I told myself 2 weeks ago he was going to win MVP. But you know what? We all make mistakes. I don't know. One coin toss, Rams first to score, and Rams money line. Good for you. That's great. How much you bet, man? That's on Tomlin. That got us in. Now, without Big Ben, Tomlin will release his true colors. I would still say we can be a 8-9 win team. I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think we'll still be competitive no matter what.
I think Tomlin can still keep us within that 7th seed rank. Whether we make it or not, I don't know, but I think we'll remain in contention. So now we have 8 seasons in a row of the team who lost the toss winning the game. Vaughn is indeed a free agent, and backup is nobody.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see if they bring him back. I think he'll come back.
I think they would. I want to see why
2
not.
2 sacks in the Super Bowl.
I want to see why not.
He's going to want to end his career with more. I think he'll be back. I don't know how much cap the Rams got, but I think he'll be back. Let's see. Chuck Noll would have smashed their phones. I totally believe it. Hot take all the O-line in the draft so the Bengals can't. Twins, since it's a must, we resign Minka. How many years and how much money is too much to keep him? Well, just because I want to be accurate, highest paid safety in NFL. I want to be accurate here.
Which is Jamal Adams.
Why?
Jamal Adams holds that title.
How many years? It was a 4-year deal. All right, I'm giving
4 years, $70 million deal.
All right, I'm giving Minka 4 years, $75 million.
I think that's reasonable.
How much did he get guaranteed? He got 38 million total guaranteed. I'm giving Minka 40 or more guaranteed.
Yeah.
He deserves it. Minka is a game changer. He absolutely transitioned this defense in the secondary altogether. Him and Watt, and of course Hayward, all transitioned this defense.
And are so freaking reliable.
4 years, $75 million. I'm giving Minka. Kupp has the most yards all time when you include playoffs of any wide receiver in the season. Same goes for receptions, too.
That's true.
Kupp was just a freak. Man. Kupp, Stafford, and Donald all deserved it this year.
Yeah, they did.
Top 3 for sure. Storyline before the game was Bengals O-line sucks and is going to have problems. And they did. Basically cost them the game.
Just like last year with the Chiefs.
Yep.
Against the Buccaneers pass rush.
That's why we need an O-line. And that's why you need good defense, man.
Like, yeah, you can have a great quarterback like the Chiefs have in Mahomes. You can have a great quarterback like the Bengals do in Joe Burrow. But if that line ain't going to do their job and stop him, then he's not going to be able. Like those memes of Joe Burrow getting sacked and not getting the ball to Jamar Chase finally came true. Yeah. They were finally relevant in today's game.
You're right.
O-line is very important.
Rams have a better chance for a dynasty than KC based on defense. Based on defense, yeah, I'd agree. We signed Minka 4 more years, Johnson 5. I'd give Johnson like 3 years.
I don't know if they go like full long-term for a wide receiver because they don't really give their receivers second-year contracts outside of Hines Ward and Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Because
in the recent years.
Yeah, exactly. In recent memory, the only guys we've assigned to second contracts for a wide receiver is Ward and Brown and Juju. That's about it. I'd give Johnson a 3-year deal. 3-year.
If he's worth 15, so like 45 mil or something, maybe 50.
3-year, $50 million with just over 15 fully guaranteed a year.
If anything.
So we're talking 3-year, $50 million, about $35 guaranteed, but we could always reduce some of his salary cap into a signing bonus, which would give him more guaranteed money that upcoming year if we would have to create cap. So,
Right.
all in all, he'd still get $15 million a year. Thoughts on Cam Sutton? Cam Sutton. I really like Cam Sutton, man. He is one of the few homegrown guys that are decent at corner.
Yeah.
Proud I can say that for a corner with the Steelers, that we actually grew. He's not great. He was actually a little underwhelming in certain games this year. I think he's more of a slot guy, but I wouldn't mind keeping him outside this year if we have to.
No, I don't think he's nothing great. He's nothing mind-blowing, but he's not overly terrible outside. He's someone that can get the job done for the most part, in my opinion. I do agree. I think he's a better slot corner, and I wouldn't mind us potentially putting him down there if need be, and maybe having him and Norwood split reps at slot corner, kind of like how we did when Hilton was with the Steelers, and we still had Sutton split reps with Hilton.
Or better yet, just keep Norwood as a dime backer. That is if we were to fill cornerback, though.
Yeah. Maybe we do go sign somebody and keep Witherspoon.
Or draft someone. I don't know, man. I'd hope we fill corner that we can have that flexibility to put Sutton in the slot and keep Norwood as a dime guy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would keep Norwood in the slot, Sutton outside if we have to.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You guys still like Pierre? I do like Pierre. I think he's a better special teams player than he is a starting corner, but he is coming into his third year this upcoming season. And I think he's a very good backup in sub packages.
Yeah. And he does show promise here and there, but, I mean, we'll see how he does in his third year with the team as an undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
I mean, he did make the team when there was no training camp or preseason a year ago as an undrafted free agent. Somehow, some way, he managed to stay on the 53-man roster, remain on the 53-man roster, make it. He's got that potential. He shows glimpses here and there. He's a very hot and cold type of player. In his third season, it would be his time to really showcase what he can do.
Right.
For sure.
Football Fan 28 says, fun fact, 16 of the Rams' 22 stars were drafted by the Rams. The media is just good at saying Rams buy their teams. They have the 6th most picks since 2019. They trade down a lot. They really do.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
They either trade down or they trade their firsts, is what I've noticed from the GM. But they drafted Kupp, they drafted Akers, they drafted Henderson, they drafted most of the guys on the line, they drafted Donald, they drafted what's his name in the secondary? Taylor Rapp. I think they drafted Darius Williams, or was he undrafted?
I can't remember.
It was one of the two, but
I don't know.
I know Darius Williams was homegrown. And that other safety they had that they had to bring Weddle back for, I forget his name, but I know they drafted him.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the guys on their defense or most of the guys on the team overall that are still young, they did homegrown. They did make big moves for Stafford, for Miller, for Odell, for Ramsey, but everyone else around that is homegrown.
Yeah.
You got a new sub, by the way. Amazing channel. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Knight Rider says, no dog in the fight. Obvious NFL wanted to see Rams win this. I don't know, man. I didn't see no rigging there. That's just me. I didn't see nothing. The flags at the end were a little ridiculous, where it just came out of nowhere. But
yeah,
refs were also terrible on both sides of the ball all game. And Rams are the second youngest team in the NFL. If Whitworth retires, they become the youngest in the NFL. Really?
I think that's a 40-year-old offensive lineman.
I mean, I know that, but youngest? I don't know. I figured the Bengals or the Steelers would be younger. If I'm looking at it.
Regardless, they're both young.
Very young, of course. And that's the scary thing, man. With McVay, I don't know how much longer he's going to be coaching, but with McVay at coach, you guys are always going to remain competitive.
Yeah.
If this Super Bowl didn't show Pittsburgh draft O-line, I don't know what else needs to be shown. Go get Tyler Linderbaum or Ike Ekwonu in the first round. I don't think Ekwonu will be there, but Linderbaum, that's my dream. I don't know if they go center, but that's my dream. I do agree. We need to go O-line.
Yeah, we do. We got to make it number one priority.
Whether that's a tackle that drops, whether that's a center, whether that's a guard. I think we ought to go O-line. Unless, of course, we fill in those spots in free agency and gives us the flexibility for maybe a corner or a quarterback.
A linebacker, maybe.
A linebacker. I mean,
maybe we want to look at wide receiver with how stacked it is early on.
Maybe. I'd still go O-line, though.
Definitely. O-line's definitely got to be number one.
Because they're not going to fill every O-line need.
And free agency, no, and I don't think they should.
No, because they still got to get, and this is going to be a video that we're going to talk about tomorrow that'll be uploaded. They still need to get a running back, too. They need to get a receiver. They need to get, they need to resign some guys.
Yeah, get other depth at other positions like edge.
Right.
And like running back, like you said.
You think Donald really thinking about retirement? I don't. I just don't see it. I mean, I don't know if Rodney Harrison and his reporting is reliable, but I don't see it. I mean, Aaron Donald he didn't like shut it down when it was asked in his emotional post game. He just pretty much said, well, I'm just going to enjoy the moment. This is so real. My kids are coming on the field. We're going to play in the confetti, and I'll think about it. He didn't really shut it down, but 30 years old, and you are still one of the top defensive players in the league, top two.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to retire? I mean, I don't know, man. I just don't see it. With the Rams getting most of their guys back, with McVay still at coach and Stafford still at quarterback, I just don't see it. I don't think it makes sense for Donald to retire right now. But it's
I don't know.
Whether what Donald's
I don't know what's if Donald's thinking about another career, or if he just wants to spend time with the family, or if he wants to get into another part of football. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know what's really going through Donald's head. Maybe he wants to make sure that his body and his mental health are good. That it's not too, especially as a defensive lineman, having to go through what he goes through week in and week out as an NFL player. Maybe he wants to make sure that he's healthy for the most part.
Right.
Because he's 30 years young. So maybe he's thinking that. I don't know.
We don't know, man. That'll be very upsetting to see him retire. He is easily one of my favorites in the league. He probably would be, like, out of all the players that aren't on the Steelers, he's probably my favorite. And there's a lot.
I think he's a lot of people's favorite. You can't hate Aaron Donald.
Hey, especially since he's from Pittsburgh. Grew up in Pittsburgh, went to college in Pittsburgh, hail to Pitt. I remember when they drafted him, I'm like, man, I really hope he leaves the Rams and comes to the Steelers and plays DN.
No, that ain't never
That's
happening.
never going to happen, but, yo, you got to love 99 there.
Hell of a player, hell of a talent, hell of a person.
If you're saying it's rigged, come on, man. Get a grip on reality. You're delusional. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see how it was rigged. Twins, who would you guys like to help us at corner and linebacker to help Bush? Linebacker. If we're talking the draft, there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of talented linebackers in this draft class.
Linebacker is one of the most stacked groups this year. I'm arguably the most stacked position. There's so many guys we could get day 2. Some guys we could get early day 3 that we could develop and start, honestly, if we needed to.
Yeah, potentially.
And for agency, I like the Van Der Esch recommendation we saw in the chat earlier. There's guys there. At corner, J.C. Jackson's the hope. But, again, I think he's getting franchise tagged. Another position that is stacked in the draft is corner as well. This is a good year where they have to focus on those positions in the draft, which I think they will focus some of that on the draft because that's how they build the team.
Yeah. They always build those positions through the draft for sure.
Right. Now, I don't know if this year's going to be any different. They might go out the realm and make some splashes to fill certain positions. Fingers crossed that's specifically O-line. But I don't know, man. We'll see what Colbert does.
Yeah.
Donald just living the dream, but if he does want to retire, it's not shockingly surprising. Donald dreamed of this since he was a kid. Yeah, he did. He did say that in his postgame, and, I saw Odell tear up, and that hit me. I seen Joe Burrow leave the field after Donald forced the 4th down incompletion, and that kind of hit me a little bit. But Aaron Donald, really. Like, I seen him, and he was being hugged by a teammate, and he was getting emotional, saw the confetti. You see the tears going down his cheeks. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gave the boo-boo lip. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Those emotions is what you live for. And hey, I'm not a Rams fan, but to see a guy like that who really deserved this, you live for that stuff, even if you're not a fan of the team, man.
Yeah, it's a player that you respect. It's a player that you love to watch, even if he's not a part of your team that you cheer for.
That's the football fan in you. That's the sports fan in you. Because I felt the same way last year when Giannis won it. You just love it, man. You live for sports moments like that.
Absolutely. And maybe he does want to go out on top. It's the perfect way. It's the perfect way to seal and end his great resume.
Right.
As one of the greatest defensive players of all time.
Some nights before I fall asleep, I'd just be thinking of random Steelers players from years ago. All right, everyone in the chat, give me the most random Steelers player you could think of. Most random. I'll give you my most random right here, right now.
Go for it. Who is it?
Who is it?
Yeah. Who is it?
I'm trying to think.
Well, I got one.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say two, but I'm going to say one. Stephen Ridley.
Oh, ew.
Who the hell remembers Stephen Ridley? Wasn't he 22 at one point?
God, don't.
Wasn't he 22 at one point? Remember when he fumbled against, I think it was the Saints in that game?
Don't remind me.
The other guy I was going to say is Morgan Burnett.
Morgan Burnett.
Mister, I'm going to look in the air, although the ball is down towards Evans.
You want to know who my most random Steelers player I can remember? Lance Moore.
Oh, wow.
Number 16, he was a wide receiver we signed in the 2014 offseason. He caught Antonio Brown's only touchdown pass of his career. And it was against the Houston Texans on Monday Night Football. And I think that play occurred immediately after Brett Kiesel got an interception. I remember that like it was yesterday, bro.
Wow.
I remember that shit like it was yesterday.
Good old number 16.
Fucking Lance Moore. I liked Lance Moore a little bit.
Damn.
He was only a one-year guy, but yeah. When does free agency officially begin? I think it's...
Isn't that March
16th? It is March 16th is when the new league year starts. March 16th, which is a Wednesday.
So that is approximately, it is February 14th right now.
It is officially Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all you single fuckers out there.
Yeah. Hope you all enjoy your Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Let's see. Rams were the better team throughout the season. They were, man. I remember watching the Bucks game, the Bucks-Rams game, when Stafford threw that deep pass to Kupp, and then they got the game winner. I remember sitting down just in disbelief that happened, right? I'm like, Rams are winning the fucking
Like, bro,
Super Bowl.
right there, Kupp and Stafford ended Brady's career.
Yeah.
Literally right there.
Would you support Louis Riddick for GM? I would. He's a Pittsburgh native. He's a great guy. I would support Louis Riddick.
He's a respected individual around the NFL from what I've heard.
I'd support it. I still think we keep an in-house guy, though. Someone that's trained under Colbert.
Yeah.
A guy specifically like a Brandon Hunt. Or a Omar Khan, but I'm still going to go Hunt. Let's see. Deuce Staley. Deuce. Good old Deuce, man. He was originally supposed to replace the bus. Trevor says Darius Hayward-Bay, number 88.
Oh, God.
Steel Dictate says Tim Lester. Man. Tim Lester. Sean Sweezum.
Wow.
Scoop Gillespie. Ross Cockrell. Ladarius Green. He was supposed to replace Heath Miller, but couldn't stay healthy. He had that one really good game against the Giants, but couldn't stay healthy.
No.
Antoine Blake. Matt Spaeth. That was the game I was thinking about. That was the name I was thinking about, was Matt Spaeth.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that caught Ben Roethlisberger's 12th touchdown pass in 2 weeks. The 6th touchdown pass versus the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that 2014 season very vividly.
It was the rise of the Killer Bees.
It
was the start.
We went one and done versus the Ravens in the wild card, but it was a fun season to see the rise.
It's crazy. Like 2014 was the rise of the Killer Bee era.
It was also the worst I've ever seen the Steelers defense.
And then, but 2019 was the rise of the Steelers defense, as it is today.
Yeah, and 2019 was the decline of the offense.
Yeah.
God, man, we can't fucking...
No, we can't win. Can't have both.
I'm spending Valentine's Day with my girlfriend, Invisabella. Pain. Fucking pain. To win it all, to develop on yourself, that's important. Yeah, exactly, Trevor. Vic. Michael Vick. Good old Michael Vick. I need a Vic jersey.
Good old number 2.
I need a number 2 Michael Vick jersey.
I'll never forget that Chargers game Monday night. Game-winning drive. The clutch Michael Vick came out one more time.
Michael Vick's last game-winning drive of his career. Xavier Grimble. Yeah, I remember Grimble. Remember how he fumbled at the 1-yard line versus the Broncos?
Jesus, Lord almighty.
John Bostic. God. That son of a bitch gave us our first loss in 2020. Remember that? John Bostic. I had to get the Vic jersey when it came to us. In fact, I'm going to search a Michael Vick Steelers jersey. Is there one online? Maybe eBay?
There's got to be one.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something. I need a Vic jersey, dude.
There's some I'm seeing.
There's these copycats. Like there's the Bumblebee, which I don't think... Did Vic ever wear that?
I don't think he did.
There's the Color Rush, which obviously is fake because Vic never wore that. There's a signed Vic jersey, an away one, which I almost want to buy and frame it for the fuck of it. Hey, we can say Michael Vick was a Pittsburgh Steeler.
I never would have ever thought in my wildest dreams that Michael Vick would have been a Pittsburgh Steeler. Ever. Even to back up Big Ben Roethlisberger. I never thought.
Never. Only because Bruce Gronkowski went down with an injury.
Jesus. Like, wow. Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Plaxico Burress. Yeah. Twins, I want a capable quarterback in the offseason. Who's that? If I'm looking at it from a just a gap situation to remain competitive, I'm looking at Mariota, I'm looking at Trubisky, I'm looking at Brissett. 3 of the main guys I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm. Bridgewater potentially,
maybe a Winston. Cheap options. I always said Pittsburgh was the best place for second chances. A guy like Trubisky, a guy like Mariota are looking for second chances. And quarterback's going to be a position in need. They're going to line up real quick. Third string who fumbled in the Broncos playoff. Oh, fumble Fitz.
Yeah, Fitzgerald Toussaint.
Fitzgerald, what the fuck?
Remember the other running back we had during that postseason run, Jordan Todman?
Jordan Todman, who I think we should have kept as return specialist.
But we didn't. Fitzpatrick, it's Fitzgerald.
I really think we should have kept Jordan Todman as a return specialist, but we didn't. We decided to keep, who did we keep, man? I don't even want to fucking try to remember because that was when we had no return specialist. God almighty, you bum. Fitzgerald Toussaint. God.
The only team he was with was us, right?
Yep.
See, I mean, of course, obviously when he leaves, no one's going to give him the opportunity.
Well, he was with the Ravens first, and then he went to us for like 3 years.
Since then, yeah, I mean, after we finally got rid of him after 2018.
Hey, what if he joins the AAF? Well, not the AAF, the USFL. He didn't even join the AAF, though, so he's definitely not joining.
And he didn't join the XFL, so there's no way. I think he's done.
I'll give you guys another name. Who remembers Terrell Watson? Or Terrell Watson?
Terrell Watson, man, wow.
He was one hell of a third and short power back.
I actually like Terrell Watson.
Yeah.
I felt like for those scenarios, Watson was a perfect guy because he was a bulldozing type of runner that would fight for yardage. I really liked Watson in his mini role.
I agree, man. I really like the guy.
Damn.
Really like the guy, man. Man. Terrell Watson would play for the San Diego Fleet and the AAF.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's the last we heard of him in his football career. That was a big boy, 6'1", 240. Holy fuck.
He was a big dude.
Big boy. What's happening on Twitter? Connor, come on, dude. He said Super Bowl's in Arizona next year.
Yeah, he's staying in Arizona.
He'd be stupid not to.
Do I think the Cardinals make it? No.
He would be stupid.
I don't.
He would be stupid not to, man. And I love Connor to death. I want him to come back, but he'd be stupid to leave Arizona.
Yeah, he's definitely not leaving Arizona whatsoever.
He shouldn't leave Arizona. Looking at it from a success aspect.
Of course.
Cooper Kupp says, do it to get a crown that will last forever. Odell says this was exactly God's plan. Uh-huh.
You can just tell by his emotion.
Why am I not following Cooper Kupp on Twitter?
Well, you just did now.
Good for Kupp, bro. Good for Kupp. Cooper fucking Kupp. Everyone's always torching Eli Apple on Twitter. You gotta love it. Man. Gotta love the emotion from these LA folks, man. The Rams. Good for them. They really deserve it. Let's see. Isaac Redman, yes. Number 33. Who could forget?
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Toussaint should have played in 3 straight AFC title games. The shame is he could have. Let's see. Favorite coach all time outside the Steelers? Mine is Marty Schottenheimer. Ooh, great question. Favorite coach all time outside the Steelers?
See, that I might have to put some thought into that.
Outside the Steelers.
Coach? Outside the Steelers. Well, Schottenheimer is a good one. Great coach.
Great coach.
I gotta think for a moment.
Yeah, it's gonna take some thinking.
There's a good bit I like.
I'm really trying to think of this. Man, there's so many you could choose from. It's like pick a name out of a hat.
Literally. I mean, I'm trying to think back in the day.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm really trying to do.
I'm also trying to think of coaches I grew up watching. But the thing is, the coaches I grew up watching, there's only a select few that are still with their current team.
Yeah. Or even coaching in general.
Right. I can't say Bill. I respect Bill Belichick, but he's not my favorite coach of all time. Far from it, actually. Far from it. Far from it.
To me, Sean Payton is up there, at least to me.
You know what? Yeah. Sean Payton.
I mean, the guy did a lot for New Orleans after the disaster with Hurricane Katrina and bringing that city their first ever sports championship, bringing in Drew Brees and a lot of talent to surround Drew Brees and beat the Colts.
Sean Payton's a great name. My only criticism to Sean Payton is he underwhelmed, underachieved a little bit.
He did. He definitely did.
He underachieved a little bit in
for a couple years.
Breeze's last years.
Yeah.
He underachieved a little bit. Because I remember when the Steelers would always get exited from the playoffs, I would always root for the Saints because I loved Drew Brees. I was like, he needs another one. He's already a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he needs another one.
The Saints had opportunity after opportunity, and every year the Saints would literally lose in the worst possible outcome ever.
Right.
The Minnesota Miracle. The no-call pass interference on the Rams.
Yeah.
Last time the Rams were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or went to one.
I feel bad for him, but, they did underachieve. Yeah, I mean, Bruce Arians is always another one, but
You can definitely put Bruce Arians up there.
I always liked Bruce, but can you say is he outside Steelers? Because he was a receiver coach, then he was a quarterback coach, and he was an OC.
I mean, if you want to talk about, head coaches.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you could put Bruce in there.
I like your talk though with Sean Payton. I really respected how Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Him and Breeze were definitely a very winning tandem. One of the winningest tandems of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bill Walsh was great, obviously, but I didn't grow up watching him, so I don't know if I can say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to be, in favor here. Eli Rogers.
Good old Eli Rogers. Here's another one. Dante Moncrief.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about Sammy Coates. Huh?
No.
Which one would you prefer?
Coates. At least he got 2 touchdowns versus the Jets.
At least he was a decent deep threat until his fingers got screwed.
Yeah. There was like 5 straight games he caught a 40-yard deep ball from Ben to start the 2016 season.
Yeah.
What was it? It was 2016.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah, because
it was before we drafted Juju.
Yeah, it was 2015 was when he was drafted in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Which was a terrible draft. But, yeah. Nick Vannett, yeah. Nick Vannett. Tommy Maddox. Tommy Maddox was really, really good. I liked Maddox. William Shakespeare, apparently from the 30s. William Shakespeare is actually the first Steelers draft pick of all time. The very first draft pick from the Steelers was William Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
I have to finally admit the NFL is just as rigged as any other professional endeavor. Shaking my head. I disagree, man. I didn't see no rigging tonight. How do we feel about Jimmy G? Not a fan. Not advised. Do not want Jimmy G. I don't want no part of his $26 million cap hit. I don't want no part of Jimmy G, even if he's a free agent. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Nope. I stay far away from him. I really would.
Remember Cotty Sensebaugh? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Who remembers Doran Grant? He was the guy that took over 24 after Ike Taylor retired. Doran Grant. He was a 4th-round pick.
How about, what was his name? Shaquille Richardson.
Shaquille Richardson.
How about, who was that guy? Not Cortez Allen, the guy that we drafted beforehand in the 3rd round. I think his last name was Gilbert. I can't remember his first name, but that guy did nothing.
Oh, speaking of Gilbert, remember Justin Gilbert?
Yeah, we traded for him.
Yeah, traded for Justin Gilbert. It cost us a 6th-round pick, I think. Who remembers Jared Holyman? He was a 7th-round pick that never succeeded. Remember him? He was an amazing ball hawk in college out of Louisville, but couldn't tackle to save his fucking life.
God, man, seeing 31 is just weird nowadays. Like, God.
Who remembers Jared Holyman? Who remembers Rob Blanchflower?
L.T. Walton?
Who remembers Jordan Zumwalt? I could go on and on. I could go on and on.
Joe Burnett, I think that's was one of his names. Joe Burnett, one of the corners we had.
Yeah, I remember him. I like Davenport when he was our running back in 06. Yeah, Davenport was decent, man.
Yeah.
Favorite defensive coaches, LeBeau and Dungy. Defensive coaches. Wade Phillips.
Yes, you got to put Wade Phillips up there.
Really liked Wade Phillips. Definitely Wade Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Jarvis.
Another good one. I'm trying to think. As far as DC goes, there's Wade Phillips. There's, I can't think of another one. I don't know why I can't think of another one.
Wade Phillips just comes to mind. I think
he really does. He's like the one guy that comes to mind right now. I know there's more, but I just can't think of any right now.
Right. Jarvis Jones from Georgia University had a lot of hope, but he was a huge bust. Yeah. Jarvis Jones was absolutely horrific. Isn't he like the linebackers coach for them now? What's he doing these days?
Is he what?
Or he was. I thought he was. I heard something about him being a coach at Georgia. I could be so wrong
I
on
don't see
that.
anything, but yeah, what a complete disappointment he was.
I thought he was a coach somewhere. Because I remember in the Georgia game where they won the national championship, I saw him on the sideline. I remember physically seeing Jarvis Jones. I'm like, bleh.
Maybe he was there to support Georgia. I don't really recall hearing anything about him being a coach. Why would he be a coach?
Well, here it is.
I don't know.
All right, where's it at?
Maybe we should go back and sign a deal with Subway and get another bus made out of him.
He was the assistant outside linebackers coach for Georgia at some point. At some point. I know that. That's the last I heard of him. I don't know if he's still doing that. Fuck Jarvis Jones. What a waste of a first rounder. God almighty.
And the guy that we drafted Jones to replace was not only Harrison, but Jason Worlds. Although I think Worlds was playing the year we drafted Jarvis Jones.
I think Worlds was drafted in
2000. Worlds was drafted in 2009.
Was it 9?
I think, no, it was 2010, you're right.
Yeah, because 2014 was his last year of his rookie contract, and that was his last year before he retired.
Yeah, when he retired, Jones had to get more responsibility of playing time, and Harrison, because of injuries and lack of depth, Harrison came back. So Harrison ended up replacing both of those guys.
How are you supposed to replace the guy that ended up replacing you?
Man, Jason Worlds, man, he was on the brink of really, really starting to be someone until he retired.
Right. Jason Worlds was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Feeney, I do remember him. Speedster, no talent. Lovie Smith was really good. Yeah, Lovie Smith was good. Now he's the Texans head coach.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Ayers. I was a big fan of Ayers coming out of, I think it was
Houston. Yeah, it was Houston.
Big fan of him coming out of Houston, man. I think he had the tools to be a decent return specialist, good slot guy. Only lasted 1 year with us.
Mm-hmm.
Little brothers, the refs went gunslinging with the flags on the Rams' last drive following the Bengals tight end dropping a routine pass that he had not dropped all season. LOL. I mean, you're referring to when Tyler Boyd dropped that pass on 3rd down, which should have been a 1st down. I know what you're referring to. I do agree the flags at the end were ridiculous because we saw 0 flags all fucking game from my memory.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not forget, like Dictate says here, they missed a face mask by Higgins on that touchdown on Ramsey.
They did. It was a clear face mask, and the referee was close by, too, and they didn't throw it.
Kobe Bryant to Pittsburgh? Yes, please.
I love that.
Yes, please.
I would really love that.
Love Kobe Bryant to Pittsburgh. Not talking about the late, great Kobe, but I'm talking about Kobe Bryant, the cornerback out of Cincinnati. Which the Steelers are looking at all the talent there. Ritter's going to be one of those guys. Darian Beavers, Kobe Bryant, Sauce Gardner. So many guys are looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Keon Adams.
Oh, my God. I haven't heard that name.
Adams. Yeah. He wore 99, and he looked good in camp until he got hurt.
Here's another one. Colin Holba. Good old long snapper of ours.
The only long snapper to be drafted of the 2017?
18 or something. I think it might be. Yeah, 20. Because 2017 we started with TJ Watt, Juju Smith-Schuster, Cameron Sutton, and James Conner.
And then we would...
The rest was awful. There was Josh Dobbs, then Brian Allen, who remembers that guy. There was Colin Holba and to whoever our 7th round selection was. I can't even remember.
Yeah, the rest of the draft was horrendous.
It was. Colin Holba. You know what's funny? I found out just today. Holba was actually a part of the Bengals practice squad, but a month ago he was released.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
At least he didn't have to suffer with the Bengals because he's not with them anymore. So good for Colin Holba.
Yeah. Damn, man. Tomlin does not know linebacker talent. They knew Shazier should have been a safety, and Worlds, Timmons, Jones, Bush were not Steelers backers. Timmons was a Steelers backer. Timmons definitely was. Bush, he doesn't fit the history, but he fits today's mold. Jones definitely was not. Worlds, he was getting there. Timmons definitely played the part of a Steelers linebacker. I think Timmons was actually Tomlin's first ever draft pick.
He was. Good old Lawrence Timmons.
Shazier as a safety would have been a fun experiment.
But he worked fine at linebacker.
Well, he was perfect. If he would have been a safety, he would have been a strong safety where he would still work in the box.
Yeah. But he worked fine as a linebacker. He really did.
It's just unfortunate what happened.
Yeah, of course.
Your most underrated Steelers of all time or today? I'll go all time. Heath Miller, Casey Hampton, Aaron Smith, L.C. Greenwood. What other safeties are there? I'm trying to think of safeties. Donnie Shell was really nice. He was underrated. Finally made the Hall of Fame.
Ryan Clark, you could put him up there. He was pretty solid. Alongside Troy. Him and Troy complemented each other so well. They were literally brothers back there.
I'd really put Heath Miller up there.
You gotta put Heath Miller up there.
He's not up there as the greatest. He's not the most athletic, but fucking hell was he one of the most dependable.
So damn reliable. Blocking, receiving, everything.
I loved Heath, man. I'm so glad that I got his jersey in a Reebok. Dictate says mine is by far L.C. Greenwood. Yep, I agree. How's he not in the Hall of Fame? I don't know how that's possible, bro.
That's crazy.
I think he still holds the record for most sacks in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Another underrated receiver, at least in my opinion, because I feel like he doesn't get too much recognition, Dermontti Dawson.
Yeah?
I feel like he doesn't get a lot of recognition as one of the best O-linemen. Because I don't think he was really the biggest guy at center, but man, was he fucking good.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, great multi-time Pro Bowler, great center.
Right.
Like Dawson was something.
Well, isn't his number unofficially retired?
Yeah, 63.
Yeah. thought so. If Steelers let Witherspoon walk, I'll be so pissed. I agree, Ben. I agree. I don't know if he will, like Dictate says. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not. I would let Hayden walk. I'd let Millette walk, but I would totally bring Witherspoon back.
Yeah, because I look back at the because we traded a 5th-round pick for Witherspoon. I look at the other guys that we traded 5th-round picks for, and they didn't stay. Nick Vannett. The guy was awful. He didn't stay. We wasted a 5th-round selection. Mm-hmm. You want to look at when Bush went down with a torn ACL last year. We traded a 5th-round pick for Avery Williamson. We did not keep him. Witherspoon we traded because of our lack of depth and experience at cornerback. I do not want Witherspoon leaving because Witherspoon stood out, especially late into the season.
Yes, he did.
He balled. He performed like a number 1 corner, in my opinion.
Absolutely right.
And I would be willing to bring him back. Compared to Vannett and Williamson, he stuck the hell out.
Absolutely.
And got better. I bring Witherspoon. I'm not wasting another 5th-round pick.
Yeah. Secret says Arthur Moats, of course. Number 55, man. Arthur Moats.
Hey, shout out to Arthur Moats, man. Shout out to Arthur Moats.
I liked Moats as a rotational guy, man.
Hey, don't cross the Moats, man.
Yeah.
Don't cross the Moats.
Let's see. With Tomlin looking for a mobile quarterback, maybe Matt Canada's offense will work better with someone mobile. We can only hope so. We can only remain optimistic about that. Otherwise, Matt Canada has 0 excuses left.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have personnel. He didn't have a quarterback. He didn't have a line to work with.
He's got depending on what the Steelers do, he's got the capabilities to really showcase his playbook.
Well, let's see if he does. I'm not going to give my expectations high, but
no. I
hope he proves me wrong. This is the year Matt Canada needs to prove himself. I know it's his 2nd year as a coordinator in the NFL, but he truly has all the they're all in on Canada.
They're sticking with him.
They got a wide receiver coach he used to work with. They have a running back coach he used to work with. They're obviously fitting the whole system to fit Canada's liking and his personnel that fits him best. They're going all in with Canada. So we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, really.
Thoughts on Roger McCreary drafting to the Steelers? Wide receiver, excuse me.
Cornerback.
Cornerback out of Clemson, I think. He could be a secret guy in the 1st round. Steelers have met with him. He's another talented guy in a deep corner class.
McCreary's nice.
I like a lot of guys, man. One of my favorites, however, is Kyer Elam.
I think it was at Florida.
Yeah. I think it's Florida.
Yeah,
I think he's with the Gators, yeah.
Yeah, Elam is very, very nice. Very talented.
Plus, he has bloodlines the Steelers love. So, I mean, I would love to get him day 2. I don't know if he'll be there. I actually doubt he'd be there, but that's the dream, man.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of guys we could get at corner. McCreary, there's Elam, there's Bryant, so many other guys.
Without a doubt.
Most underrated Steeler of all time is Bradshaw. Nobody really gives him credit because of that legendary defense. That's fair.
That is fair.
Won 4 Super Bowls, man. Would you be content with Sutton and Witherspoon on outside and Norwood inside? Absolutely. I would be content with that. I don't know how Rob feels. I would be fine with that for a year.
I feel like we could maybe add another guy, but, I mean, if we were to stick with it, I wouldn't necessarily completely hate it. I'd be willing to see how Witherspoon could do as a true number 1. Sutton, see how he does with his 2nd straight full year as a starting outside guy. And I definitely give Norwood a shot in the slot. I think he can be very stellar as a slot corner.
Agreed.
Really.
Totally agree, man. Aaron Smith, Heath Miller, Joel Steed, Casey Hampton, Buckner, Joey, Yancey Thigpen, and James Ferrier. Ferrier was very underrated.
Yeah.
Very, very underrated.
Good old number 51. Man.
One of the best free agent pickup Steelers have ever made.
Ferrier was a beast, man. He was so freaking good.
Loved Ferrier. But it is 12:40 over here in the East Coast on Valentine's Day. We've been streaming for over 2 hours now. And I want to thank all you guys for tuning in for this post-Super Bowl stream where we talk about the game and have a chat with you guys, as is officially the NFL offseason, where we're going to have to spend 5.5 months crying because there will be no football action. Now, we will have the USFL, but who knows if that will succeed.
Well, how long that's going to last, honestly. But, hey, it is the offseason officially. It should be exciting on how these teams do when it comes to free agency coming up, and then the draft, and obviously training camp and preseason.
But none more important than, of course, our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers, which there'll be a lot of content coming out on the channel this offseason, especially this week. Tomorrow will be premiering in about 12 hours from now, as a matter of fact. There'll be a video coming up that'll be uploaded. And then Wednesday will be our first official mock draft right before free agency hits. So you guys can look forward to that. Hope you guys do, man. And once again, congratulations to 20 Bugger Bren for winning the Troy Polamalu signed jersey that was eligible for all the guys that join us in the weekly predictions. Again, going to send that out to you ASAP once we get your shipping info. And to all those that join us for weekly predictions, thank you very much. Always glad to bring you guys on. It's always a blast, always an honor. Can't wait to do it next year. Maybe get some of you other guys involved and try to up the prize a little bit. Somehow, some way, I don't know how I'm going to up Troy. I don't know how anyone can up Troy, honestly.
But hey, we'll figure it out. We always tend to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But once again, I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in, for listening to us talk about the Super Bowl, and just chatting with you guys for over 2 hours. Really appreciate the love and support every single time, every single week. I can't tell you how much the support means to me and Dan here. Really appreciate the support throughout this entire season and the continued support for
down the road, honestly.
Yeah.
But the Rams,
moving forward.
The Rams are Super Bowl 56 champs. Congrats to LA. Congrats to the Rams. Congrats especially to Stafford, Donald, Kupp, Odell, and McVay. They all deserve it. The emotion was seen all over your TV screens, and it pretty much spread to you. I know it spread to me, but the Rams are Super Bowl champions, and thus the 2021 NFL season is in the books. And the 2022 offseason is here. And the new league year will be here in a month's time. And in a short time, I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of news regarding free agency and trades and moves and releases. We're already hearing Kyler Murray's frustrated. We're hearing Carson Wentz could be a free agent. I mean, there's so much more to come. There's so much more to happen.
Hey, it's going to be an exciting and interesting and investing offseason for sure.
I can't wait. You know, I love the offseason. I hate we got to wait so long for football, but the offseason's always exciting. So the new league year starts March 16th, and I can't wait to see what happens within the next month to see what's going to go down as we approach the draft coming up. So it's mock draft season officially, and I can't wait to get our first mock out come Wednesday and more mocks down the road, man. And maybe we get some collabs involved to make it a little more interesting. But you guys have a great rest of your night. Congrats to the Rams. Bengals, props to you. You may be back, but at the end of the day, you guys will always be shit Cincinnati in our book. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great Valentine's Day. You guys stay clean, stay healthy. See you guys in the next one.
And like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace!